There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Am I too loud? We good? Kind of a slightly different setup here. Hi. I was doing some test builds, and I'm like, man, why am I not doing this right now live? You know what I mean? We always have a good time doing these builds. You guys have great suggestions. We talk about stuff. We work out the kinks in some of the builds. You know, it's always a good time. Like we've got the modified. I don't know what we're gonna call this one. This is like a modified wedge. Oh, you know what? I should stick that in the chat. Hang on a second. I'm slow. I meant to put my chat window up here on the other side. That's what I forgot. Sorry for the late start, by the way. Let me make sure this is all good to go real fast. Any questions you guys have, be sure to throw them up in the chat. We got your back. We'll answer them to the best of our abilities. So we're going to do a couple things. We're going to work on some cool builds because we do have a wipe at least for... Oh, no, it's for everybody tomorrow, right? We have soft wipe for monthlies and then a hard wipe for weeklies. Right? Right. Sorry, I'm looking off the screen here for a second. I just gotta make sure my chat window's up. Sorry, I thought I had this already. That's right, I had to force close everything. That's right. Okay, that's why. I was like, I always had this ready beforehand, and then I start and look over and go, I can't see anything. I see nothing. Yeah, I was like, just trying to read. Hi, what's up? He says, I love your videos. Thanks, man. The McFarlane, we have Isaac, we have Mr. Bagley. Hello. This is Jade. This is the next wipe on console soft wipe. If you're on monthly, yes. If you're on weekly, no. Is that right? Is that right? We good? Do we get that? Did I mess that up? Okay, so we have some exciting stuff here. And I know we have a mix of people. We have like PC people and we have Rust people. So on, I want to say July 6th, and this is for PC people. This is for Steam version of Rust. There's going to be the Tugboats. And I had a chance to play around with it a little bit. So we're going to take just a little bit of time in the stream to kind of go over there and show some of the PC people some of that stuff. It's actually very exciting. And it's a look into the future for us on Rust Console Edition. Now, I have no idea where this type of stuff is slated, but it is good to know that, at least on that recent survey that we had, that the missile silo was at least an option over there. I know that's not something people want right now because there's tons of other things, i.e. custom servers, but it is nice to see that they could slot stuff like that in, which would be great. Monthly, he says your videos are helpful. Thanks, man. Golden Grain says, yo, the new boat. I know, right? Dude, it's sick. Now, there's going to have to be some more tweaks and stuff. And again, this is for the PC side. But I figured we'll go over to one of the test servers, just kind of show you guys what's going on. And there's definitely going to be some adjustments because there's definitely some glitches. Like I can quadruple stack doors in slots when that's a little broken. But yeah, that should be out July 6th, if my calculations are correct, for the PC version. But we'll be primarily in here building it, and these builds apply to all versions. Specifically, the versions that we're looking for, because I tested like some floor stacks. I know that's something I really wanted to have like in the mix. There are a couple floor stacks that do work on console, and I did confirm that like recently, like 2 days ago. Is that right? 2 days ago? So we should be good to go there. Sorry, I'm still trying to get all my... Where's my other window? Oh man, they're all closed. Duh. I forced closed earlier. Oopsie. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat here in a second. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody chiming in, you know? Sorry, I usually have all this stuff ready to go, but... So yeah, good stuff. We'll be answering all kinds of electricity questions. I have some questions left from last time, actually, last couple streams, that I would like to get to if we have time. Like building and like farming questions. And so I've been cooking up for a hot second now. There's like this, I guess you would call it a water build, and I've been kind of holding off because I've been waiting for that water fix, but you know what? It is what it is. You know how we have that audio glitch with the water and stuff? It's super annoying. But it's still quite useful to have a water base. I do have a silo and the bilge. Is that right? Silo, which is for a larger group. It is expensive, so you definitely want to go like trios, maybe duos and up. I wouldn't solo that one. And then we have the bilge. That's made for a solo. Inspired after Mr. Maverick's... Oh, I can't remember what that one's called, but it's based off of one of his like designs. He made this like crazy... I guess it was a water vault? So that's what they're based off of. But they're awesome. They're all good builds. We've tested those. We've done those in real time on actual wipes on the console side, so they all work there. Obviously, they work over here on the PC side. So to kind of go on that for a second, if I could go off on a rant, I was working on another, like, I guess you would call it a stilted or a tower build that goes in the water, right? And since we did this, I was like, man, that's awfully tall. And it just kind of brought up the point in my head. I'm like, I think we can build taller with a triangle, like a stop sign. So I was messing with some configurations because the whole idea is once you go into the water, it gets very expensive because one of the builds I have works on the vegetation line. Let me see. Can we see okay under here? Not really. Okay, let me grab a mask real quick. The vegetation line is where's my tire? It's very deep for sure, but I think we can go a bit deeper. Is what I'm saying. Where's the vegetation line? Ooh, it's awfully dark. There it is. I see it. So like right about here. That's pretty far out. You know, that's deep. And so if you have a little bit of elevation out in the middle of the water, you can really like build pretty crazy. So the one I was thinking about is I think close to this height. I don't know what we're gonna call it yet, but I think it'll really come in handy, especially on the PC side, because we're gonna have tugboats, man, and that's crazy. Because it's not a complete base, but it's definitely hot. What's up, boys? Okay, missing some of the chat. Serious. One face reveal. There might have been some semi-face reveal happening on old DayZ streams. Just saying. What's up, Lena? Hi. What's up? Do you guys hear? I mean, Lena might know, but I don't know if my chat does. Do you hear they're gonna shutter Cycle Frontier in September this year? Yeah, that's rough. And they like just came back with like really good anti-cheat stuff. They worked really hard on it, and now they're gonna shut the whole game down. I was like, woof. That's we might have to give it a send-off here coming up. What's up? Isaac says, I love your Rust videos. They're so helpful. Thanks. He says, the Adobe roof is looking so nice. I like the roof look. I know, right? Just catch up on chat. Sorry, because I had to get my stuff up. He says, the armored doors, LOL. Which ones? What's up? Grim GTA says, hi. He says, I'm going to leave and go play Rust. Do it. Honestly, I think in the next 6 minutes, we'll try to pop over and get on that server that's got the tugboat, because I think people want to see it. Yeah, dude, I love these skins that they've got going on here. And to kind of pull back, I know I'm all over the place here. So this configuration here is very symmetrical off the center. And I know I like staggered it as you go up, but these patterns down here are kind of like, I'm trying to create a level of symmetry here to do like a bigger build. We did this, I guess it's hard to explain without, I should have the drawing on screen, but I don't. We messed around with these like half moon crazy configurations like back to back 3 years ago. It was on PC, and I think there's some merit to it. So we're going to try a lot of high level building. And these will be definitely slated for like solos to like trios. I usually don't do huge bases, although I guess if we had enough requests, I could totally do that. But, you know, because we're mostly like, I either start solo and we start with a small group, or it's like our group rarely goes above like 4 or 5, which I guess is technically a Zerg, but, you know, it's usually like 2 of us, maybe 3 of us at one time. But I often start off solo. So I like those kind of builds. That's why the wedge is such a hot base. I'm a fan. We'll go ahead and pin that one because it's so good. What do you say? Got the Discord. Wipe 2 p.m. Eastern for monthlies, right? 2:30 is when they come online. But yeah, the wipe starts at 2. Should be tomorrow, right? Yeah. This is Wednesday, almost Thursday. Have I jumped on testing branch to see if the nodes are really fixed? I have not had a chance to do it recently because I know we just had like a fix. People are saying that it's fixed, but I also hear people say that there's a lot of spawning, so they might have overdone it. Which, I guess if we're going to take a broken state, I'll take the overdone first. Anything else? Hang on a second. I'm going to have to cut this hang now. Dude, I'm sorry. Give me a second. It's like driving me nuts. And if I yank on it, it's going to be even worse. Hold on. Let me just cut it. Burp. boo. And I've got on the list here a good way to use conditionals to hide where the turret port is, and I believe it can shoot through still. So I'd like to do that too. What's up? He says, can't wait for the new skin rotation. Me too. He says, hope it's a good one. Yes, I also hope that too. Deployables, you know? I think it's cool. We had one like recently that was like the repeats, which is cool because like we don't have a system to like trade or sell them, you know, like Steam does. So I guess that's okay, but you know, I hope we get some good deployables for sure. This looks familiar. Doesn't it? It's me. Okay, so where do I want to start? Ooh, it's almost time. Do you guys want to see the tugboat first? Or do you guys want to... Because we got about 5 minutes or so before it rotates. It updates like every hour or whatever, so we won't have a lot of progress, but it's enough for us to get in there and try it out. Oh, I just went blank on what I was going to try here. And also some more stability bunkers, pixel gaps, and floor stacking. By the way, this method is the one that does work. Oops, that's right, because I don't have all the pieces off. And it does still work for us on PC. It's actually a lot harder to floor stack on PC now, but this method still works, and it definitely works on console. Well, I would say it's a different method. I believe it's the mini Satori one, but there's a very specific way we have to do it on console. But this is going to be the the pinnacle? Not the pinnacle. This was going to be the cornerstone of how we're going to do this on both versions. And oddly enough, this is the only one that works for us right now. So yeah, technically we have 2 walls here. What's up? Boats. Nice. Okay. I think they should run too many spawn nodes for a month. That would be nice. I know it's just been hard. Like, I know if you're playing with a bigger group, you can get away with it, and it's, you know, you just dominate the space. But like, it creates an imbalance. And if you're like coming in late or you're rolling solo, it's a bit rough. It's possible, but it's like, hey, you know, Rust is brutal enough. It doesn't need any more hard stuff. So, okay, I think when we do some of this bunker stuff, I know I'm all over the place. I'll try to put skins on there that are like different colors to help differentiate like which ones are offset. And so we'll go through some of that too. All right, so we got a thing for boats. They just said, yeah, I'd love to see the boats. Yanking what? What? What's that, Lena? I said, I think they should run too many nodes. I can't wait for new skin rotation. You think the boats to cook boats on Rust? Rust Xbox? Say what? Yeah. Yeah, we got about 5 more minutes or whatever for that. All right, so I thought this was interesting because I can definitely build higher with this many connected pieces together. Hang on, and I got some more notes. I know you guys can't see this, but remember we tried this last time? We were trying to do the donut build, and then we came up with that crazy like roof stack. I'd like to try that too, although it seems like our list of things that we're going to go through is definitely going to push us past our normal time, but that's okay. What is the base called with the floor stacking? Can you do a video on it? Yeah, that's the plan actually. We'll try to run through one here, and if it's like a good take or whatever, since I record while I stream, I can probably just pull it from that. So I'll do it on this stream for sure. And I did try this on the console side because there's a lot of cool floor stacks here on PC, but the primary ones that people use on PC don't necessarily work with reliability here on console. Well, we're not on console right now, but on console. Now, it's still a difficult thing to pull off, and you have to test it, but it's definitely a lot more reliable for us on the console side, and I've tried it many times. Because I was looking for like a good one, because like I think the standard one now is like you place a foundation, you stick the ramp, and then the small box. I think is the preferred method here on PC, unless there's another new one, which is great, but it doesn't work reliably for us because of the way we move, maybe even the server tick rate. It's hard to say, but for the console side, I cannot get that to work reliably. I think I've gotten it to work maybe once, and like I couldn't even hone in on why it worked, which, you know, we need these to be, you guys need to be able to reproduce it, and so do I. So like, you know, I think the other method, I believe it's called the mini Satori method. And then if you kind of like know what to look for, it's doable for us. Floor stacking is sick. So I'd like to combine like the offset, the floor stacking, and our, I guess it's something we came up with because I haven't seen it yet, but our what do they call the roof stack? What did we call that last one? I forget. We did a crazy build on it about a month and a half ago. It's wild. We got like the procedural corners to like give us like a double, triple stack and overlap. It's gross. Man, I can't remember it. I'd like to reference it in the chat, but I can't remember what it is. Ah, I just drew a blank because all I can think of is like bilge and silo. Okay, so let me try this real fast. Can I put up a privacy screen? Does that work still? Okay, cool. All right, so a lot of intro stuff here. So let's go ahead and check out the tugboats. They're pretty sweet. I think I gotta close this entirely. Yeah, because it's on staging. So it's good that we have the privacy screen, or else you guys would just see a dark screen, and that's awfully confusing. This is Jade. Yes. All right, it's booting up. As soon as I select it, I'll take down the privacy screen so we can be good to go. I think I'm trying to think how we're gonna do this one. So get this. So this is for the Steam side, the PC side. So we're gonna get tugboats on the 6th of July. They're basically mobile bases. There's some restrictions to it, but we'll also have at least the monument for. Oh man, did these not come online yet? Are they still resetting? Oops, we might have an update. We might have to wait a bit longer. Okay, well, we'll come back to that then. There might have been like a backend update, so the servers aren't showing up yet. So, back to the main. Anyways, remind me, I'll check in like 15 minutes. What's up, Rambo? What up, dude? Yeah, I've been doing some testing builds like the last 3 or 4 days. Like early evening, and I was like, you know what? Why am I not streaming that? We should do that. We always come up with the best ideas together, I think. You know, like I'll work on something, and then somebody says something, I was like, dude, that's such a good idea, and then we work it into something else. I like it, dude. I like it. Anyway, so we're gonna get the monument. Is it the ferry monument? Anyways, it's gonna be how you link up to different servers. That mechanic I don't think is in the game for July, at least on main branch. But it's a nice setup. Think clusters like an arc. I hate to make that analogy, but you know what I'm saying. It is the same idea. You can have them connected. Pretty cool. You guys get to see just how long it takes to load a non-busy server. It says loading the boats with turrets are OP. Yes, you can. Now, the thing is, I don't know if they're going to allow that long term. I did notice you could put shotgun traps up without having to really mess around with them too much. But since you don't have any authorization, those shotgun traps are hostile towards you as well. Was there a dead block today? Go on. Was there one today? I'm surprised if I missed it. Oh, there was. Sorry, I'm just reading through this real quick to see if I can pull out some. I did not see that they put something out like that. It says, can you put TCs on boats? Not on the last version that I tried. All right, let me read this off to you because I'm not sure what this is. All right, it says, now the cultivator is out in the wild. We're thrilled to see positive feedback coming in. By the way, this is the dev blog. Thank you for telling me, by the way, Rambo. Coming in about the new systems and improved terrain textures. We always strive to push the limits of what's possible on PlayStation and Xbox One. And this update required a lot of work to make it happen. The performance has greatly improved, making the game run much smoother. I hope there's no other foot dropping here. Smoother looking visually, which is great. That's good. Kudos to the team. The new Farming 2.0 and other introduced introduce items that have also made the gameplay more enjoyable, but there's one specific aspect we'd like to offer more clarity about. It's the node system and map generation. Okay? With new terrain and map generation changes, the way nodes spawn on the map has been affected. Yes, but they've also been out of whack. It says they now spawn closer to cliffs following the pattern on Steam. But yes, but they have been broken. However, we encountered a small bug that caused the node density to be lower than intended. Okay, there we go. Says don't worry though, we have a fix. So that should be what, today? This fix will improve the node system Rust console edition. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, so they're communicating. That's good. Good, good on them. That's what we're looking for, right? Sorry, I'm kind of just skimming through it. Let me give us something visually to look at here while I read through that, because I know you guys can't see that screen. Okay, so that's good. They communicated. Awesome. Kudos. Yeah, that was a lot of work, and the fact that they got more performance with updating the visual look is great, because Unity is a freaking hog. That's the engine this whole thing's built on. Horsepocalypse. We're not excited for y'all for the release. I'm sorry. Excited y'all are. Wait. We know how excited y'all are for the release of Rideable Horses in Rust Console Edition. I'm so good at reading. The team has been working to optimize this feature since the release of Cultivator on main branch. The challenge lies in ensuring smooth performance while accommodating the fast movement of horses and the additional animations that bring to the game. We guarantee the best possible experience for you. We will be working on optimization for a few more weeks to fine-tune the content. Okay, so it looks like we might get this mid or late July before everything's ready. Okay, well, at least they're telling us. Our current plan is to start tests over the public testing branch for Horsepocalypse sometime in July. Okay. While we don't have a specific date yet, it's important to note that when we release it, the servers on public testing branch will have to be wiped. As always, this is a substantial content update. Introduces a plethora of new features to enhance your gameplay experience. Rideable horses, horse breeds, horse equipment, double horse saddles. Ooh, nuts to bud on the saddle, boys. Ranch monument, large barn, NPC monument, and monument visual update. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just like blasting through this because I know you guys can't see it. As you can see, the Horsepocalypse is shaping out to be one of the biggest content updates. It's our first ground transportation, ladies and gentlemen, so this is going to be good. Biggest content updates we've ever had for Rust Console Edition. We can't wait for y'all to try it out. That's cool. Okay, so this is good. Looks like we have the Necromic Arsenal stuff. So it looks like we have at least one Fancy Boy skin set here. Sorry, I can't show you this, guys. I don't have it this current stream set up where I can like tab over. So that's good. All right, so thanks, Rambo, by the way, for giving me the heads up, dude. I usually catch that, but I must have been so busy doing builds I missed it. I'm sorry. Well, you guys know what's coming tomorrow. So the node system fix will be out on the wipe tomorrow. Should be, yes. I was hoping, like, I was being a little kind of a negative Nancy there when I was reading. I was like, please don't come in with another shoe drop. But no, it's perfect. They came in, they communicated what's going on. That's what we're looking for. We can digest it and set our expectations accordingly. So we're looking for sometime in July, probably not on the front end. So we're looking to mid to late. What's up, Fabian? What's up, Williams? What's up, dude? This is because I've been buying all this Jade skins. Yeah, boy. Sorry, I had to read through that. I needed to know, too. I was so busy doing builds and stuff. Oh, there's something very specific I wanted to try. We're going to go to the tower stuff. We're going to do the other piece. The height. I guess we'll come over here. I'll kind of sketch it out real fast. Because I think it's just going to be... We'll do it in the valley here. I think this is better. We might do a test. By the way, this is primarily off of... I mean, he's freaking good. He's up there with, like, Evil Worst and stuff. It's Game Lights. He's a fantastic builder. This is his G bunker. But I was stepping through it earlier and I was like, you know what? I feel like there's something else we can add to this. What's up? Thanks for the info, Jade. No problem. Sorry I blasted through that one, but we'll have an official video on it tomorrow. I know what I'm working on later tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to jog my memory here. Tower stability, water towers. Oh yeah, the donut build in our like crazy floor stack. Tower stability, G bunker. I guess that's it, right? Floor stack. Oh yeah, we're gonna do like an actual floor stack too. Who was asking for that earlier? Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, niner. See if I got this right. It is nice having these skins. Not only do they visually look great, but it really helps to, like, when you're doing these crazy builds like this. Because this, I would consider this advanced building, more or less. It definitely makes it easier to understand. I mean, for me at least, so hopefully that translates to you guys too. So this one should stick down. Okay, good. Oh, I messed that up. I messed it up. Did I mess that up? I did. Right, because these are supposed to be here. There we go. We'll go through this again. I'm just double checking. So if you ever, and I know this might sound weird, but if you ever want, the whole idea behind this, and we might have to bust this out too, by the way. If you're ever wondering with like an offset, they're basically, it's exactly what it says. They're offset from one another, but they're still technically touching, so it counts for one TC object. But when you place them, it's good to know where your offset sits. At least that's the way it helps me to understand it. So because of that, I try to, come up with different ways to make sure that it makes sense for me, and hopefully you guys too. I was just about to tab over to something. Sorry. It's usually these moments where I'm super spastic that we start to cook up something pretty wild. So technically, that should be offset. Is that right? Do I need to go one more? I can't remember. That's why I'm doing this. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to check my notes. So we check the old tugboat one more time while my brain goes back online. It was kind of good we tried that donut build last time. Because, I mean, we cooked up something crazy. Now I'm curious to know what that build was. That's what it was. I was going to look that up. I don't know if I labeled it well enough for people to really understand how OP it was. That's okay. We'll do another one because we're getting better at building it anyway. Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, you know what? I'll do this while we go tab into the other server and see if they're back online. I'm just going to double check them real fast. Boys! So, we can talk about it while it's loading in because it takes forever. Do you know if the node fix will be out on the wipe tomorrow? Should be. Should be. Unless there's another glitch. Which technically can happen. I don't think it's very likely this time. Because they've spent so much time on it. It's a $6 Rust. Say what? It says, I don't know if y'all know this, but when I gifted my friend's Rust test branch, they didn't have Rust, so I was doing it for a joke. But they were able to play the testing branch still. Oh, nice. $6 Rust. Huh, fair enough. Well, it's a glitch, and they'll fix it eventually, but I mean, I guess you could do it for now. Ah. Alright, these servers are back online. Perfect. Alright, good timing. We'll have about 45 minutes before it restarts again. I was will give me a chance to kind of remember what the heck I was doing back there. It says, what was your solo base called? Which one? We have the Arrow, which I would recommend. It's really good for solos, but definitely go to the build server because there's some gotchas with the placement. The Wedge is really good. It's also the Wedge can be upgraded to a duo server base, and even a trio in a pinch. But the Arrow is specifically designed. It's what you call a, I don't know if I can say it this early. It's a suicide bunker, so I'll just call it a vault because I don't want to say that word too much because I might get flagged on YouTube. But basically, you wreck yourself and spawn on your bag. That's what the Arrow is. It's super loaded, and it's super cheap. Any news on customs? This is what we have so far. Da, da, da. Any word on the new skins, Jade? I know we've got, per the dev blog, it looks like we're going to have one that's going to be like a, is that a Pumpy? An Akis with no buttstock, and then a bow. They're calling it the Necronomic. First release of our first legendary skin pack. It says this unique collection filled with unimaginable evil is composed of 6 different items, all with custom meshes. Nice. Does that mean hazmat skins in the future? Says, do you have what it takes to wield the weapons of the void? Nice. So that's going to be one of them. And then if we have a deployable set, that would be great. Legendary skin set. That's cool. I guess in the same vein here, on the PC side, they're going to have DLC, which is going to be the diver set, and we will have access to it, and I'll show it to you now. So that's kind of like in that same vein where they create a very custom skin set that's like a modified mesh. And it's really like good looking skins and some effects and stuff. So it's nice to see the console side taking that on. So like we could potentially see stuff like that in the future. So hopefully hazmat skins, right? The spacesuit is probably the best one, I think, for the PC side. If we could get a spacesuit, I would be pretty happy with that. A pumpy bow and an AK. There's 3 more, but that's just what I see in the image. Okay, so first and foremost, let's just get up in here. Hold on a second. Let me make sure this is good. Sorry. I know, we're switching between systems or whatever. The servers gets a little hectic. Okay. What's up, Mr. Russo? Hi! So we should be able to spawn stuff in here. So again, this is for PC only. This will be in July. There's still some tweaks that need to happen for this for certain. Let's just go ahead and spawn one in initially. Oh, you know what? Let's get our set out because we're just talking about this. Come on, Jade, stay focused. There's the diver suit, and then it comes with a torch. And I know Shadowfrax covered a lot of this, but tell me that's not amazing, dude. That's so legit. And this is pretty sweet. That's your torch. I'm pretty certain we can just go in the water like that too. Let me go ahead and grab a couple bags real quick. You can tell I've done this a few times. Already got a couple bags. Nope. Okay, we're good. And where are we sitting? It's not too bad. It's crazy. This seed changes every time too, so I don't even know where the... There's the terminal. Let's go over there and check it out first. Nice berries. Yeah. What's up? He says, by the way, thank you for making some great content and keeping us informed on the upcoming news and tips. We appreciate you. Thanks, man. I appreciate you guys. And I appreciate your kind words. I love Rust, dude. It's such a beautiful game. It's awesome that it's on console now. It's awesome that people got an option to play it where they want to. It's nice to finally see, like, the console version, like, starting to hit its stride. And I think when horses are in and we have customs, I really feel like we're going to be like, okay, now we can hit the gas. You know? Anybody else feel that way? I was messing around on PC Rust with the car lift. First time doing it, so I know there's so much more to do. He says, I just scratched the surface. Yep. I honestly think, speaking about console, I really think cars are on the list for next year. I really do. It's just, there's so many different things that are pointing to it. It's got to be. Unless they, like, pause it and then they, you know, in favor of doing something else. But I think that one's on the cusp. I don't think it's going to be this year. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the population would love to get it, right? At any time, especially early, but I really think that's what's going on there. And I know they were testing, I don't know if it made it in this version on the PC side, the one we're currently in. We're in the testing branch, the one that's going to release on July 6th. They're supposed to do this, like, LOD range thing, and I think I can see a change, kind of, but it's mostly for buildings. Anyways, it's going to help with performance for flying, and so, you know, if it takes us till next year, maybe those improvements will come for us. I know they're welcomed. I definitely want minis badly. You need to learn how to fly? Nice. So, did you try to sign into our server? If you want to tell me, you don't have to in the chat. I banned somebody. I thought it was a random. I don't know if it was one of you guys. So that's why I was like, just to make sure I didn't ban one of you guys by accident on our own, like, test whatever server. So if you signed into ours recently and you're able to get in now, then that's good. Or if you want to tell me what that tag was, then I'll know if I accidentally banned you or not. Because then I will unban you. Because I definitely didn't know that was you if that was the case. I remember most people's Discord and YouTube name, but after that it gets a little fuzzy. It says, let's smash. It says, bro, I'm so hyped. It says, I'm doing a 6-man next wipe. It says, I'm hyped. Nice, dude. Says we need customs for solos. It's rough out there. It can be. Okay, so this is, what are they calling it officially? It's like the ferry terminal. Okay. No, this isn't active, but this will be how you connect different servers. No, this is PC right now. Sean, Saw, TT? No, but we're going to be doing builds and stuff, but I wanted to show, because we have a lot of people that went over to the PC side that started on console and are on PC, so this is coming for the PC in July 6th. Here's one of the tugboats. I think somebody got stuck over there. But this will be where you actually load up and go to other servers, which is way cool. So think server clusters. That's essentially what this is. Oh, that's cool. Look, that's one of the MLRSs. And that's the Sir Bradley sitting right there. No way, dude. That's so cool. There it is. That's Sir Bradley of the Round Table. And then we have the MLRS. Well, that's not deployed, which is very odd to see. And this is all at the new ferry terminal. That's cool, man. They always do such a great job with the updates. I love it. So I'm not really sure how this works because these mechanics aren't in the game yet. I always like walking around these new monuments and stuff because you get a sense of the lore of the game because it's all very, you know, in fiction. Departures. That's so cool. Oh, does this go downstairs? No way. Is that not in yet? Oh. That's the underground system, which also would be really sweet for us to get, right? Now, I think... All right, so I know I've said this before, but there's new performance improvements that they put in for like tracking things underground, because there's a very complicated system of caves and tracks and stuff. So they updated it, or they're going to update it, and I think that's good news for us on the console side, because we need those improvements, especially for the core systems, because we just can't in some cases run that. So basically what I'm saying is there's a lot of efficiencies that they put in for these underground tunnels that I think help translate to us getting it. And sometime in the future. I don't know when that is. Basically tracked all the underground systems with like a two-dimensional plane as opposed to a 3D one, which was hard on like memory, but also like not efficient. And so they changed it. I think they put it in. I want to say they did. I don't peel back the code as much as I used to, but I should probably go do that for this, just to see. Is there any way to get upstairs? What's up? It says you're not SSL. I did. We actually just read through it just not too long ago. Good stuff. I'm glad they're communicating. I'm actually excited about that. He says, bro, do you have a PlayStation 5? Bro, I love your mom. What? It's impossible. My mother only likes men. Impossible. Oh, that's cool. It's like a little mini lighthouse. Yeah. Man, I love this game. All right, let's get in the tugboat before this thing resets. There's a lot to be shown. We should get the ore fix today, so later on today, because it's technically Thursday now. All right, cool kid. I'll answer it, buddy. I'm just flying around. It's all right, baby. No need to spam the chat. I don't know if this is part of the scenery, if this is a real one. And they look awfully familiar to the actual tugboats that are in the game right now. They just don't move. But this one, I believe, does. Oh, no, it doesn't. This is part of the train, because the one that we can drive actually has the little light on there. Okay, well, let's spawn our own then, shall we? I just tried to admin jump that, and I couldn't. It's not my server. Okay, I think it's... Oop, please land upright. Nice. All right, now this is the tugboat. I'm not sure how these spawn in yet, and I know there's a lot of changes that need to happen to this, but this is gonna blow your mind. It says, do you know when 300 pop servers are coming to Rust console? I have no idea. Hopefully custom servers support that, and I know that'd have to be for like next gens, probably. But I mean, I'm okay with that. You know, if there's only those kind of servers, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know what their plan is for that. Oh my. Bye. It didn't make it. Okay, so this is one of the new boats. It's freaking amazing. You go in here. It's a lot like the Rib, where you kind of stand in here and then you can place your fuel inside. You start it up. I do believe this sonar works to some degree, which is nice because there are submarines around. We're going to beach this for a second, because I know you can do some other crazy stuff with this. So you're like, oh, that's cool, Jade, but this thing moves like really slow. Why would I want this? Well, check this out. By the way, when the engine's on, you put off a lot of smoke. So you're like, hey, this is like cool and all, but like, how am I supposed to stop people from ganking me while I'm driving? Because this is a big old slow boy, right? Well, check this out. That's right. You can place doors on this. Are you kidding me? Yep. Just slap some doors down, put some locks on, now you can drive in peace. Is that crazy? No TC access, but you can lock the old cabin there to drive the vehicle. Tugboats, baby. Tugboats. Cool kid, please stop spamming the chat. I'm gonna put you in timeout, okay? It's not permanent, but just relax. Jeez. This isn't Twitch, man. People actually use the chat. Please don't spam it. Ooh, freaking shots fired at Twitch. I mean, to be fair, Twitch has been kind of not doing great, right? Pooping on everybody. So that's dope, isn't it? Now check this out, guys. You can do it down here too. You can even start placing stuff like this on the deck if we're stationary enough. Ooh, did they take that out? Ooh, they might have. I found, and this could very well be a glitch, I was able to place these pretty much everywhere outside here. Yeah, that's what that fix was. Okay, well, they changed that, but we can place this on the interior. Oh, we're too close to ferry terminal. Okay, hang on a second. It's your boy. That's what's going on. I guess we can place up here. I want to play PC Rust so badly. It's hot. Hopefully we can get off the shoreline here. We might be stuck. I don't think there's a way to push this. Come on. Come on. The server's only online for another 25 minutes. There we go. I mean, we can get back in, but we just lose our progress, that's all. Okay, we're gonna have to spawn another one. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get it stuck. Wait, Captain. Sorry, if this is my server, I just spawn it in anywhere, but we're gonna have to move the old-fashioned way. But you can actually see right there, one of the things to look for is, yes, it looks a lot like the tugboats in-game, but you can tell when they're active because there'll be doors on there, but there'll also be a smokestack kind of running there. Know what I'm saying? This should be good enough for us to push off of. I just tried to admin fly one more time. Whoopsie. Let's try to get into like semi-deep water and then do the same thing we did before. Oh, this might kill me. This might kill me. That's not good. That's on top of me. I better put on my air tank. Oh, that's not good. I'm not an admin, so I can't fly away. Oh boy. The pains of not having your own server for this. We'll get there eventually. I guess we don't have to go back over there, but... Man, just trying to get over there. Nice to be able to just spawn the stuff in that you need. It says, when's the next big update for Rust console? It looks like staging's going to get horses sometime in July. Probably mid to late July would be my guess. If they do it earlier, I mean, that's cool too. Alright, let me try to grab this real fast. Items. Sleeping bag. Bed. We're pushing our luck here. There we go, we got it. Is yes, I know. I cannot wait for the horses, dude. Long time coming, right? In case I get myself stuck again. Bear with me. Try to go as fast as I can because I know the server restarts in like 20 minutes. We can always come back, yes, but it takes a second. It says, if we get horses, it'll mark 4K maps to come. It could. 3K maps are pretty big. Here's the thing, though. I'm not opposed to 4K maps. I think they're kind of waiting on it because, think about it. If our population's capped at 100 because we have old gens with us, that kind of makes it so, like, if we can only do 100 in this 4K, that really spreads people out. So I don't know if that'll come to official or not. Maybe it does. I'm not opposed to it. Just keep in mind that, like, when you have 4K maps, you've got something a lot larger. I mean, this is a standard size map right here, and this is 4,250 kilometers. I'm sorry, meters. I said 4,000, right? So it's a big map. It takes a while to get across. Oh, that's a screenshot? What's up? Screenshot? So get this. We can get on board this bad boy. Now, I wonder if we can still do this. I bet we can, because I was in the no build zone a second ago. I mean, I'm down for 4K. I don't know how prevalent that'll be on main servers or not, but I could be wrong. So I don't know how long this will be in here or not, but since we can't place TCs on the tugboat, for now, at least we can place these bad boys, which can be very dangerous because, as you know, if you're not authorized, well, you're going to get clapped. But if at some point we can authorize on this bad boy, you can place them on the inside door, which makes it very, very sneaky. And, you ready for this? You can place a door. Sneaky, sneaky. This is cool because, bro, he says when our horse is coming out. It should be about mid-July on staging first. Says, I seen the bell notifications in the envelope. Notification for the envelope was white, and for mine, I checked it out, and it had some things there for reports that I did. Perfect. Perfect. You want to screenshot them? Send them my way, dude. Okay, because we don't have our doors, we gotta spawn them in again. Sorry about that. Now, I know we were able to place these, and I don't think this is correct. If we did, the system's not fully fleshed out yet. Because this gets a little OP, kind of like Quetzals with turrets on them. Anybody? So, like, yes, you can do this. And that's very broken, for sure. But it would be cool if there's, like, some limitations. Like, we can only do it a certain way, and there can only be so many on the boat. I'd be like, alright. See what that looks like. So, bro, sorry about earlier. Hey, it's all good. That's why it was a timeout. It wasn't permanent. Alright, so this is what makes this thing so dang cool. It looks just like the standard tugboat, but you go around the back. I mean, obviously you can place stuff over here, but you can go back here and you can place things on the deck. Now, there's no TC access as far as I know, but you can place things like a bed. I was placing shotgun traps on the inner wall here, and ready for this, a door. Oops, that's a glitch. Don't worry about that. That's nothing. Then you can go down here. There we go. And then you can place a lock on it. So since you're authorized just to that lock, it works. And more to the point, as we showed earlier, if you're driving this bad boy around, one thing that's super scary is having your back to the doors. So how are you supposed to be protected? Well, you place some doors right next to the cabin. You can put code locks or you can put wooden locks. Now you can drive easily without freaking out. Says, when are they starting to ban Zen users? They won't tell us. They're just going to do it, which is good. So, I think you're already starting to kind of put things together here. If you had a base on stilts or a tower, which we already kind of play with anyways, and you had this parked outside, this could be your mobile refueling station to go do things like oil rig, cargo ship, and I'll show you why this is so good. Like, look at this. The view's great. I don't know if that gap is supposed to be under there, but like, look at our line of sight. I don't have to worry about getting stabbed in my back. Let's get a little choppy. Pepe says, say hi if you see this. Don't tell me what to do. And more importantly, I can hit run and step outside. It's a lot like the rowboat where after a while it'll start to turn left or right. But I mean, how cool is this? How cool is this? We're driving a tugboat. Yep, there it goes. It's starting to turn. How cool is this? Just how fast can the boat go? That was max speed. Gotta stop the boat. We're out of control. Now, I did try to put boxes up here in the front. That was not, whoops, not available. As far as I know. Yeah, it sucks that I lost my bag back there because I spawned on top of myself like an idiot. We could do lots of cool stuff down here. Lots of cool stuff. But I did find this out. So, and I'm sure they'll block this at some point. Maybe not. Maybe we'll go a full wipe like this. But let me show you what I'm talking about. It's actually kind of funny. So, since you can place doors in these sockets, oh, hang on. Alright, so clearly you can place doors in the sockets, but I did find out if you place a vending machine, you can kind of just block it entirely. Now, this may not be working because we're rocking, but I was able to place one in one of these sockets down here earlier and it completely blocked me out. Yeah, I think we have a hard time. See, because we're rocking so much, I think we got to put this on the ocean, or shoreline first. Dang it. We're running low on time. It's going to restart. Can't wait for custom service eventually to come on console. I know. It looks like that's going to be in Q4 is my guess. I think it's going to be horses and then custom. That's the impression I got off of that dev blog. Sorry, we got to go back to the shoreline. My bad. I want to see what else we can place on here. I'm curious. You know what? We could just leave this guy out here, right? It's not like we have anything crazy. We just fly back, right? Admin. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm not using my head. You notice the ocean's very different now? Dude, I'm so excited for Mini's Rough, dude. I am very. Did I just mess this one up too? It's not my day. Hold on. Let me back it up. Forward. I think I got it. We got it. I mean, that's pretty cool. Look how cool the water looks. Oh, boobies. Says if you want solo duo trio so I can I want solo duo trio so I can stop getting raided by clans and servers. Have you tried weekly? It's better. You're still gonna get raided, but it's like better. Hopefully this doesn't spawn on top of me again. So I told you, dude. I keep blowing it. I think it's the pressure of the server resetting in like 15 minutes. I'm so bad. Okay, back to placement. Oh, my stuff's under the boat. I'm sorry, dude. Okay, doors, locks, doors, locks, items, this, This. Sure, one of those. Sure, why not? Certainly. And to blow your mind, one of those. Some more of this. Alright, so there's only certain things you can really put down. So as of right now, I can only really place stuff when I'm kind of on the shoreline a little bit, because it's not rocking so much. But look at this. Yeah, workbench. Get out of town. And more to the point, again, we can put this out here on the deck. Yes, okay, good. So we can put down a door. No TC, but that's okay, because all you really need is a lock. And you're like, oh, that's cool. How do I spawn in here? No problem, dude. Just place a bed, homie. Just place a bed. Yeah, a box full of self-run 4 runs. I still feel like maybe they turned up too much, but that's okay. Like I said, if it's broken, I'd rather it spawn too much than too little, because too little it made it kind of hard. We got a bed inside. You can have a locker in the back. You just live on a tug, kind of. There's certain things you definitely cannot put down here, and again, this could very well change as the because this is still in staging branch. So like I'm on PC staging branch. Like you can cook stuff on here. People can sink these boats. I had some troll come up and just pop me down. I was like, wow, on a testing server, you trying to raid me? Like, get out of here. What a scrub. He was all like, GG, easy raid, and then the server reset. I was like, what? It's like, okay. You can stick locks and everything. They can place traps on the side of the walls. It's not bad, right? It's crazy. You do a research bench. Now imagine pulling this up to oil rig. Just like this. Doesn't that make things a bit nicer? Now I think we should be able to place traps or whatever on the interior. That'd be kind of hot. And then maybe we can only place batteries here, which means you'd have to charge them up on your own. But then you could just bring them on board. That's nice. Or maybe their plan is to like, so you can place it everywhere else. That'd be kind of tight. Alright, there's something else I want to show you while we're out here. Wait, did I put everything else down that I wanted to? Sorry, I'm like... I had a plan, but now I don't. We got boxes. We got Fernacios. We got El Refrigeradores. We got Mr. Bambi. These all work. Watch. I mean, it doesn't work when I do it. Because it just like died or something. I think there was an update semi-recently. Resources. Is that crazy? Vending machine. It says, ooh, more loot storage for oil. Yes. Now, I did notice you can place batteries down on top of boxes, but they like kind of float and then they get stuck and the boat gets stuck on it. So again, I know they're going to do another pass on this because this is definitely staging branch. But check this out. So since we have a couple skins that have like low cuts, they're very, very useful for the cabin. Oops. But how cool is that? You can just like steamroll the boat up on somebody, park this way out in the corner. I don't know what the decay rate is on this. That's something we should really figure out. Oh yeah, I already did those. Jeez. Told you I'm panicking. We got 8 minutes before the server restarts. That's kind of been a problem. When you place, sometimes other things get destroyed. I got destroyed. Is it my furnace? It was. Can you go gamble? Yeah, I think so. I don't think we have anything to gamble with to roll out here, but we could. So there you go. Here's the new Tugboat on PC. July 6th. This is testing staging branch, but check it out. That's a door, yes, with a lock on it, and you have a miniature base on the interior. A workbench, furnace, research table if you're crazy, a bed, locker, and a furnace. Get out of here. Right? Get out of here. Sorry, hang on. Says, do you know when console can vote for the next skins? I haven't heard any word yet. Not yet. Not crazy, you can stick the doors right there. Alright, so let's see if we can do this in the next 5 minutes. It'll take us longer on the boat. Let's take this. Are there boats? Should be out there. Normandy Beach, here I come. Right? It's gonna be sick. There she is. But if you're, you know, decent at mini flying, you can definitely land on the back. Right? How cool is that? It's a little choppy. Hopefully we still get to have traps, but I'm gonna mess that up. But if you're a good pilot, unlike me, you can definitely land on the back. Right to your base, go back in. Oh, it definitely blowed up. And check this out. Let's see if I can get this in here. Yes. That's right. You just park this thing off the back, right? How sick is that? You got yourself a little carrier is what this is. Tell me it's not. Oh. You pull a little sub up here. Fly back and forth. Hot. Hot to the max. Oh, that blew everything else up there. Did I blow up these things? Nope, there's nothing else on there. But how cool is that? You have this parked on the edge of the map. Right? You do some oil rig, you get enough for a mini. You come right back to your little base. It's got a bed on it. You know, if you're nice to stay with the mini. Come right up here and just land on the back, dude. It's your own little floating base. Boom, go in there, drop your loot off. Well, put a box in here. You're good to go. It's a floating base. Just now we playing Battleship. Now let's see if we can do this before it totally gets keeled over here. So let's try to sink it. Your thoughts? 3C4? What's that do? Oh, it slid off, didn't it? Oh, man. Oh, it just keeps going. Shoot. Let's try HEs. See if that works. We got like 2 minutes before it resets. Trying to sink the tug. No damage? No damage. Reload. Rocket launches off the side. I might. Now we're burning. Did it do any damage? I can't tell. The boat's on fire. I know. Let's load up torpedoes. Hey, we got, I think, a minute before this thing resets. Oh, quickly! Builder's Paradise, they have 4K maps. They do. It's nice. We're definitely hitting it. Couple flat guns. That's a good point. We should see if we can stick a SAM sight on there. This thing's kind of a hoss. I want to see. It's gonna reset on me. See how much health we have? Nope. There it is. Oh, you're right. We should have checked. You're right. I don't know if it'll work though if it's off. You know, that's a good question. We should check it out. We gotta wait for the restart. Wait. Usually takes a couple of minutes. You cool with chilling here in the menu? Says, how do I send you the photo, buddy? Do you have Discord? You can send it to me through DMs. Just let me know what your what Discord name to look out for. Type it in here if you could, if you don't mind. Yeah. Bunch of N2s to make flak. I'm definitely gonna shoot at and see what happens. It might be on purpose that you can't rate it. It's kind of hot. Alright, so we're just waiting for the restart. I don't think, because the map has to be generated, it's going to take about 5 minutes. By the time we break off to the next server or whatever, this is going to be back online. Legendary skin set. This unique collection is filled with unimaginable evil and is composed of 6 different items, all with custom meshes. Well, 3 of them are a bow, an Akis with no butt stock, and it looks like a pumpy. Looks cool. Looks like something out of Diablo. Horse Apocalypse is shaping out to be one of the biggest. They say anything? They need a few more weeks. So yeah, I'm gonna guess Horse Apocalypse on PTB like mid to late. That's kind of my gut on that. Mid to late July. And then it usually takes about 2 months on PTB for it to hit main. But I mean, you know, if you don't have what do you call it? PTB, you can upgrade it. I wonder if I'm gonna have to restart this. This is why PS4 Rust so delayed and awful. What? It says Rust is gonna turn into the Battle of Midway. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You're great. What? I don't even know what server this is, but let's join it. Hey. We do this just in case it gets wild. Ooh. There are other fixes coming with monthly wipes, so be sure to keep an eye out on our website. Don't miss the patch notes for 1.71. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hang tight. We're going to load in the tugboats here in a sec. This is, I realize once horses are added, we can have horse farms. Yes. Says if I'm in a gunfight, I'm behind a wall in a second. It says and still get shot by the enemy. Ah. Are you playing on a server that's close to your region? If you have a high ping, that can cause that. So bro, they have battleships next. I mean, that tugboat's pretty crazy. And the fact that servers can have like swarms of people coming in, it's pretty dope too. Well, that's not on July, but that should be coming up. I don't think we can spawn stuff in this server. I don't think so. We could try. Nope, we cannot. It's a big map. Yeah, so we've got the diver suit. And then we have these different tools. Pretty hot, dude. They could add nuclear subs. That'd be pretty dope. Now, I don't know if they're going to add an extra skin this time around. Planes. You know I'm down for planes. Let's go check out this monument. Look at these butt cheeks. Bro's got an F-35 Phantom in Rust. That'd be sick. Please don't be a scientist here. Sorry, force a habit. I know. We're not even gonna stay on the server. I'm already looting. Old habits die hard. Autorun's the best thing ever made. I'm glad they finally added it to the bind key list instead of Rust on PC. What if they had vehicle skins? That'd be hot. Look at this little sleepy beepy right here. What's up, Ted? What's up there, Chuck? Boat skins would be cool. Mr. Dobbins says, hopping off. Okay, thanks for coming by, dude. Good shot. It says they need Hazy skins and Rust. I think that legendary skin they're bringing in is a prelude to the Hazzies coming at some point. Because, like, the fact that they can add custom meshes, I mean, that's essentially what the hazmat skin is. The custom mesh. How cool is that? Reminds me of the first Destiny. Remember all those rusted cars? A little bit? No way? Just me? Yeah, how sick is this? I like it. Is there a ladder on this side? Okay, you're gonna get shot in your back. Uh-oh. Or you'll break your legs. If we die, we're gonna go to the other server, because at least we can spawn stuff in. Excellent. We're supposed to go from here. Oh. Oh, the netting. Hello. Okay. Ooh. I like that. Cosmodrone. Cosmodrone? Yeah. So I take it the departures happen there, and then you walk down this tunnel to like go on the boat, and the boat probably loads up back here. My legs. Let's go take a look. I don't think I can sustain another fall. No, it's Cosmodrone. You're right. Oh, jeez. Did the other one come up? It's actually not up yet, is it? We shall continue. Cool Kid says I'm hopping off. Okay. Oh, good. We're right here still. Gotta sacrifice the sleep schedule for a Jade Monkey stream. Do it. Cosmodrone. Oh, it's back. Okay, we're good. Uno momento. Sorry for all the switching. It's kind of just how it is with this particular setup. There we go. My sleep schedule, but then again, my sleep schedule is till 1 a.m. There's nothing wrong with that. He's back. That's usually when I pass out. There's so much distraction nowadays. It's tough, right? It's tough. Making a base. Alright, so we'll make a couple sleeping bags. We'll run through it one more time. And then we'll go over to doing some builds. That's for everybody. Console, PC. Just for Rust. So it's just got off a full day of farming and building a base. Nice. You do know there's a wipe tomorrow, right? Today. Unless you're on like a custom server on PC, and then that's different. This helps if I have my... The wipe's at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then it should come online at like, what, 2:30? This is well, just getting the BPs for next wipe. Nice, 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 nice. Good man. That's how you do it. This guy, if you know, you know. Oh, the ferry terminal is like right here. Perfect. Time to switch the attire. Says it's gonna be a soft wipe for monthly. Correct. Everybody says, bye, thanks for the info, I'm going to bed. Alright, sir. Good stuff. Oh, we're too close to the terminal. Okay, we already have those. We can use some doors. Some of that. Some of this. More of that. Some of this. A lot of wood. Yeah. Okay, this is what we have on custom server so far. Very good. Cool kid, behave. No reason to bully people in the chat, man. Very good. Man, that no build. Oh no, I guess that's closer than I thought. All right. What I should do is try to spawn the ferry boat off of this so I don't get crushed. Right? Give it a try. My legs. I think that's almost everything, right? I'll need a... There we go. Looking good. Man, I can't type smile. There it is. How fancy is that? Excellent. So Jade got a question. How long do you think it'll take for them to release customs after horses come out? I mean, it's going to be this year, so, you know, we got about a 6-month window. Hopefully they do it sooner than later. That would be great. Let's kind of wait and see. Cool kid, relax, dude. Holy crap. Dude. This guy. Just chill out, man. Holy crap. This guy's all over the place. He's like, hey, come over here. Hey, can you smell my finger? I'm like, no. So there's maybe a second smaller, like 10, 20 grid island connected by like a bridge, a highway thing would be a cool addition to the map. That'd be tight. I hope we could do something like that, like load in like maps and stuff. I don't think any of that stuff's on the list, but it would be cool. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I just tried to fly again. I can't fly. What am I doing? So I'd like to give a rundown of all the stuff that we're seeing here. So with July 6th, the PC Rust is getting the ferry terminal and some other, whoops, and some other, I mean in true fashion, right? It just crashed the helicopter. We're going to get all these crazy improvements. The Tugboat, the ferry terminal, which is going to link up the other servers at some point. I know that's not going to be in July, but this is technically a new monument. It's marked as ferry terminal on the map itself. And more importantly, we can actually do tugboats now, which are pretty crazy. We'll do some of that here in a second, but this whole monument here is going to be how you transfer between servers. Think arc clusters, I guess, would be a good way to kind of put it through. Not sure how these are going to be executed. It looks like maybe you'll walk down this, I guess, would it be a terminal? The docking, whatever this covered area is here. And it looks like there's a spot for the ferry boat to actually pull up, which is cool. And I heard that you can actually put cars and stuff in there. I did see some concept stuff way back when, so that's very exciting. And here's the interior. And there are a few pieces of loot that spawn throughout here. There's also a nice phone if you want to RP. Again, not really sure how this whole system works, but it is connected via the tunnel system here in the back. And that is working correctly. And there's like a little door and stuff down there. So pretty nice. Not too much to show here other than, I mean, it's a beautiful monument, don't get me wrong. But I think the biggest thing that was added here, the biggest thing is definitely that tugboat. But check this out real fast. We've got the old Cobalt. And we've got the MLRS. Not deployed, which is weird, right? Is that right? MLRS? Yeah. Then we have Sir Bradley on the old skid back here. And this is what the tugboat looks like, but that one's not functional. We did find that out earlier. And so let's go ahead and fly over and check out the tugboat that we can use. Hopefully we got everything good to go here. Oh, yeah. There's going to be downloadable content for our next Hazzy skin, which is going to be this diver suit. Also this hatchet, the torch. So we've got a regular hatchet here. Or I'm sorry, this is a pickaxe. What am I saying? And then we have the hatchet. Oh. And then this is a torch, believe it or not. It's kind of the best. I love it. And apparently you can go underwater with that. Pretty sick. Okay, on to the tugboats. I just want to show people this stuff, right? Because I've been playing around with this a bit. We are on testing and staging. And just some of the light stuff we've seen already looks pretty cool. And I know there's going to be some tweaks to this. I'm sure some of this will be taken away. Some of this will be improved upon. But I want to show you what we have so far. So here's this bad boy right here. Again, looks identical to the one that's currently in the game. But we can do some crazy stuff with this. We'll probably just land it back here. It's very big. As far as I know, we can't push it. So hopefully you can drive it off the back. So if you go up here, you can actually hit this back ladder and go right up to the control tower here. And then you mount it, and then you add the gasoline right down here. And it does have a light. I'm not going to move it yet because we want to place some stuff on here. And you might be asking yourself, say what now? That's right. It's basically a mini base is what this is. Look at this. You put a boat on there. Think about that. Oil rig? Come on, right? Come on. And then, more importantly, check this out. And one more. Put it right there. Put a lock on it. It's your base now. Boom. Now, as far as I know, as of doing this, there's no TC access here. We have tried to place it on there, but since your locks are already authorized to you, that's kind of super helpful. And you can go even further with this, and you can add crazy stuff. Not everything, at least not yet. Yes, that's a workbench. Think about that for a minute. You got yourself a fancy boy box back here. You put a lock on that. Research table if you want to get crazy. Paint your stuff. What else? Oh, yeah. And this is kind of mind-blowing, too. You ready? Locker. So think about it. You got a bed in here. You're doing oil rig. Oil rig. And you get smoked. You just spawn back on here. Look at this. That's a mixing table. Make some of that GP while you're gone. A little refrigerator action. We got a full-on base, dude. So I don't know how tough this is. Again, this is one of the things I think is going to get dialed in. We did try to throw like C4 and stuff on there. There is a way to destroy these. We're just not sure what it's going to settle into. But get this. This is kind of crazy. You can't normally stick electrical things on here, and I do believe this is going to change, but you can place these on here right now. Now, I don't know if they're going to have this so like you can connect these to be like only on batteries, but you can't like charge the batteries. You have to do that on the shore. But these do work, and they don't require power, which is kind of broken. Think like mobile Quetzal, boys. This is a little nuts. And I did find out you can do this as well. I was placing traps around here too, shotgun traps. But again, kind of heady because in a bad way, because you can't authorize, so it's going to shoot at everyone. So I guess technically you could stick one on the interior here and get a little crazy with it, but it's also going to drop you. So, you know, it is what it is. But check this out. We did figure this out because this bad boy is kind of slow. Actually, let's do this. Let's see if we can pull it off the back here. And that's a no. Okay, well, we'll just do it the other way. Oh, yeah, check out the back. So when it's running, you got this big old smokestack happening. But more importantly, again, we've got this right here where you can actually cap this entire back piece off with your doors. Yes. You can drive in complete safety. That's if we can actually move. I'm going to try to move a little bit. Now we're completely beached. That's okay. Is that crazy good? And you can also land on the back of this thing with a helicopter. Yes, a mobile base. A mobile base. You can fish off the back. You can pull a submarine up here. Obviously, you can't pick it up unless you can use like the crane or something. But yeah, with this addition of the ferry terminal, these tugboats, our ability to connect servers in the future is going to make this an even crazier game than it already is. Check it out. Hey, cool kid, if you can't figure it out, dude, you're going to get the actual boot. Chill out, man. There's no reason to be spazzing off in the chat. Right? Like I said, this isn't Twitch. We actually use the chat, so you spamming it makes it very difficult for people to do that. Sorry you guys had to do that. Or sit through that. That's your warning. The next one's forever, Mr. Cool Kid. There's no reason to be acting like that. Says, Jay, can anybody tell me if the Jade Dragon scat is the Jade Monkey skins? I mean, I like to say so, but I don't think it is officially now. Would be nice. Uno momentos. Hello. Says, can you place a bag in the control room? We can go try that. It's a good question. Let's go hit that up. Sorry. There you go, man. Ninja's streaming on Kick or whatever now, so you can go over there if that guy's gonna freak out like that. It's like, man, we're just trying to chill out, you know? There's no reason to be like spamming the chat. I've timed him out 3 times now. No reason for that. Well, you know what's funny is I'll make an early prediction. I think he'll come back and say he's cool, and he's gonna freak out again or dance the line, and he's gonna get the boot. I'm calling it now. You know what I mean? I'm calling it now. Like I already kind of know the type, and this guy's the type to do that for sure. Yeah, let's go try to put a bag up there. That's a really good question. Mike at Twitch says, all right, Jade, have a good night. He says, I hope I'm in here again a little. Oh, it says, I'll hop in here again a little. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for coming by, dude. Don Houston says, can we place the bag? Let's go find out. I kind of tried earlier, but I think it was in the ocean. Nah, you can't. But the doors are pretty legit. Now here's something else. We did this earlier. I just knocked on my own door. That's funny. So these little armored doors, obviously these are pretty expensive. It's so cool. So these doors are exceptional. I don't think we really have any of these on console. Obviously it's not really going to be an issue because we don't have the boats. But these long slat doors are really good for that because then it gives you an extra line of sight there. Hopefully using your other senses to detect if people are coming. Back towards the wall sideways? Okay, I'll try. Now, I was able to put... Says they should definitely let you be the official owner of the Jade Dragon skin. That'd be sweet. It'd be cool if they did other stuff like was it Warzone and like Fortnite where they have creator codes. That would be awesome. Because then like you guys could buy skins and then it could help support the creators. You know what I'm saying? Not just me, but other people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll take the support. Not like YouTube pays well, you know what I'm saying? Well, not well for people that aren't in like the 1%, right? The people in 1% are doing just fine, but it's a grind. It's a grind. I love it, but it's a grind. Yeah, I didn't place in the back. Now, I'm sure this will be fixed, but as it stands now, I'm pretty sure you can place this in here. Oh, now they fixed it. I was able to place one down here, which is definitely game breaking. Says I would use yours. Thanks. This is worth a shot. No, it's good thinking. All right, so this is a little broken. You could just plug the hole on the tugboat. I'm sure they'll fix it, but it's kind of funny because I have no way to take that out. It's basically you just grief a tugboat. It says the big YouTubers would get all the RC. What's RC? Oh, the rust coins? Ah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's good for anybody. Creator codes are good for big and small creators on any game. It would be nice. It'd be nice. Because it's like, if you're going to spend the money on skins anyway, why not, you know, support the creator that you'd like to watch? And again, I'm not just talking about me. That'd be good for all people in this space. You know, an extra source of some revenue would be good. Anything else you guys want to see about the tugboat right now? Because we'll go back and do some builds. Yeah, I wonder how you get the tugboat. I did wonder that myself. What's up? He says, hi. He says, this is too easy. Probably buy it at the ferry. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but who knows? And if you do, like, how much is it? It seems like it's going to be a lot. Base. Guess this is a turd. Yup. Nice aerial shot of the old ferry terminal that's coming in for Rust PC on the 6th of July to main branch. Tugboats will be buildable. You can move them around. It's basically a small water base. The terminal is setting us up for server transfers in the future. It's beautiful. Now that's a landing. Ay. It says, can we see the torch at the bottom of the ocean at night? Yes. I can't change it tonight, but I'll do my best. We can get down low. It's pretty dark. Oh, don't hit side. That's creepy, swimming by that stuff. People that have never played on a... Just spawning and stuff, just ripping shots. Now, apparently this new torch that's supposed to come with that diver set is supposed to work underwater. Oh, it does. Oh, it does. That's dope. Look at that. Alright, cool kid, you weren't banned, but you are now. Like, it's permanent now. Okay, it's no longer timeouts. Jeez. He's like, I'm gonna change my name and it'll somehow show up. And I'm like, dude, I can one-hand ban you, dog. I can do it all night. You think you're the first 13-year-old kid to come out here and do that shit? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, just a reminder, the stream's for adults, okay? This channel, this stream. There's a YouTube Kids app if, you know, you want to watch Coco Lemon or some shit. Ninja's streaming on Kick now if you want to do some Fortnite. We can slam dunk. The Arctic Hazy. It's hot. Yeah, so it works underwater. Looks good. Alright, let's switch back to our server so we can do some builds. Give me just one sec. I gotta put up the screen so it doesn't go black. It says the new diving skin is not a hazy. I thought it was. I think it is. You know what? I'm not sure. Good question. I'm almost positive it is, but then again, maybe it's not. What was that saying? You fuck around, you're gonna find out. Cool kid, he found out. Didn't I say he was gonna come back and say so? Watch. And the next move will be to make an alternate come in again and be like, who is that guy again? And he's gonna get smoked one more time. I'll be like, oh yeah, that one guy? Every time. This might be, I don't know. So everybody keeps saying it's in the new diving set. Yeah, it's gonna be like the lumberjack set. I'll show you that here in a second once we tap in. I don't know if you can breathe longer. That's something we should have tried while we're over there. Excellent. Excellent. Just that would be broken. It made it longer, isn't stupid busted. So if you put the heads in the repair bench, you can get the new diving set from there. You should be able to. I think it's a lot like the standard. I think I could show you. Hold on. Man, it loads in. Okay, we'll have to wait till it loads in. Maybe. It's freaking out. Yeah, we'll have to wait till it loads in. Hold on. Yeah, we're back on main branch PC Rust, so to be hard to say now. Excellent. Oops, I gotta snap around. There it goes. Yes. Yes. Now I'm totally drew a blank of what we're doing over here. Say what now? Oh, I know. Kind of high. I guess it's not so much crazier than the other one, but Loop. I'm gonna test stability on this. Cause like I understand stability, but then sometimes I feel like I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like we can push on it a bit more. Right? Really? We can't place here? What? What? Oh, was the server lagging? That was weird. A game-breaking amount of inventory. What's up? It says, it'd be cool to play with your wipe, bro. He says, I've been a fan for almost the beginning. Nice. Yeah, the best time to play with us will be when we have custom servers. We'll be running like events and stuff. It'll be the best. So we're at like 20% up here. How high is this? 1, 2. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. These are gonna be pretty. Yeah, that's like 7%. So we're looking at 27 at this height. What is it here? 35? Yeah, it's still pretty low. You could disable it. Can't remember what it's called. Is it gameplay? RGB lighting. Yeah, but for some people, like if you're trying to do like a certain type of build, I get why maybe they'd want to shut it off. Don't think it's image effects. Pretty sure it's options. I can't remember what they call it. Creation effects. Yeah, this will go back to the old school. Let's go back to the old school version. Stool. You know, poop. Okay, so I want to say we can go higher like this. I could be totally wrong. Yeah, to build quickly. No, you can shut it off. It's not like you're exposed for that time. It's just an animation that plays. Like literally, as soon as you click it, it's been applied. So it's not like. So I feel like if we squeeze more stability out of this, I feel like we should do it all the time. Nah, it's actually worse, isn't it? Probably because this isn't built up, is my guess. Then wouldn't this make it better? It is better. 30%. So does that mean so it is better. Like better. Jeez. It's better. Oopsie poopsie. I meant to do this. Alright, so let's try this side. It's just a triangle. I figured the triangle is giving more. It's kind of like what I thought, but I haven't actually tested it. That's why I kind of want to see. Because if we're going to make water towers, then let's sit in the middle of the ocean. We're going to need to know. To be fair, all of the water bases we have on stilts all use triangles. So far. Because I kind of had a feeling that's how it went. Okay, let's check stability here. 28, not as good. So the other question is, you can squeeze more stability using floor frames all the way up to, can you? Let's find out. So our starting here was 28. I'm just going to do this because it's going to be easier to see. Nope, still 28. I think it's just the walls. Now, I think if we start to connect the walls, I think that changes. Like I said, stability is weird, right? And I feel like I got this tower with way more stability because I used the stop sign. I used 6 triangles. Because this standard one here, we already squeezed off more just by doing these two next to each other. See? We got an extra 2%. Was this like 28 or something? Yeah, stability is very weird. So this one's 28. This one is 30. 30. What? Whoa, how is that still standing? Hold on. What? So we can fake more stability. Hold on. Hold on. How is that standing up with one? That's crazy. That's crazy. So what is this right now? 8? This is 10? What? What? That's confusing. That's very confusing. Oh my, what? Because we put, that's so bizarre. Because we put these on the bottom here, we just got even more stability. What? And then this is the soft side. What? That's wild. There's nothing else in the interior on this. These are hollow. So with almost one wall, we just cut this almost in half. What? I'm so confused. It's interesting, right? Okay, so we're starting this off with the top is 30 and 30, right? Right. Oops. Let's just do it like this. Oopsie. Did I say 30? That's a really good 30. Okay, so let's add another triangle. Like this. Yeah, let me check up here. Is this already going up? Oh, it is. Slowly. Alright, so it went up to 31. But now I wonder if we add a floor tile. $31. Is that weird? When it was sitting on 1, we could add more stability that way? That's so weird. Alright, so it's at 31. I mean, in theory, that should make it 32, right? See, the reason why I'm interested in this is because I think I want to understand how much defense we need to put on a water tower. Stilted base that sits in the water. %'s a lot, though. Or, it's not a lot, sorry. To work from. So we'd have to go down probably in a height of 8. Which would really be worthwhile. Would be my guess. still 31. So really, when we added just 3 of them, that's when it went to 31. Now it's 32. Isn't that crazy? This is 32 and that's 31. Get out of here. Why? Why is that? Unless this is offset for some reason. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Why are those 32? What? That's so bizarre. You see what I mean? There's so much weirdness with stability. Like, I feel like I have an okay grasp on it, but like, I feel like if we can take it to the next level, we can really start to do some dirty stuff. Yeah, these are 32, but everything else is 31. Like, get out of town. So Zaza says I'm the other one left, I think. Oh, no, no, no. Now, I wonder if adding floor tiles all the way up are going to add more. So we're at what, 31, 32? I wonder if the order makes a difference. I think it does. Materials shouldn't affect stability? Shouldn't? I think the order might, though. That's kind of the gist I'm getting here. I mean, it does when you're doing like the override stability bunker, like disconnectables. That's kind of how that works, because it rides up the roof tile and the 2 small walls, small half walls. Create a break in the stability connection. Now we're starting to get more. Oh no, this is the same one. Okay, no, this is 32. Isn't that weird? Now, according to what we did earlier, remember how we made like an extra branch on the outside? That did work, and I know one of the tower builds I was working on a while ago, I was doing that, and that gave me more stability, and I didn't know why. Hopefully in our little test we can figure it out. Yeah, these are wide open. Alright, so like this side's 31 for sure, right? So if we do what we did last time, which was just stick this out like that, it just created more stability. Which we didn't even stick anything on the interior. This is gonna deteriorate quickly. We're gonna have to start connecting it. 30, 30. Isn't that crazy that that's 32? So it's actually connected from the other side. That's interesting, right? Do door frames? They shouldn't. That could be part of it. You see how this is like 26 and this is 32? Because I think the stability is carrying off of this. Interesting. If we delete this, what does this do? It's still 32. Get out of town. You see what I mean? It's so weird. Oh, and we got like double snaps. Look. Let's see if that makes a difference. We have 32. Yep, they're both the same. Isn't that so bizarre? So we've created this artificial stability somehow, some way. And it's only 2% less. Get out of here. It didn't help this side at all. But I bet if we put something down here, I bet it would. Weird, right? Weird. So I play test branch servers. I have a berry and hemp farmer. It says, and I'm known for it. It says my server died from 80 to 8. I don't know what happened. I mean, the main update came out. That's what happened. So for certain, triangles give us more stability. A little bit more. Which is kind of what I thought. But this definitely proves it. So let's try this. $31. $76, $66. $44. $28, $39. $31. And I think I could take out these legs and it'll just knock it down to 28. Oh, we do need this. Wait a second. Is that one piece at the bottom that's doing it? That's why. Why is it doing it like that? This is what you've been. Oh, we're just checking stability. It's literally 31%. That's what's doing it. Look. Because I gave it one extra little piece right down here. Get that out of town. $29, and then if we knock this out, it goes to $28. $26. Why is that one so low? Wait, see what I mean? So inconsistent. Like, why is it doing that? Like, this is exactly the same. Although, I guess we did put a piece right here. So let's try that. $26. See what I mean? Inconsistent. And it was even weirder that when we placed it, and these are both hard side out. Both of these. So it's not like soft side, hard side. These literally touch each other. It's like this back piece here. Isn't that wild? Like, why? Why does it do it like that? I suspect we're going to have to see what it does all the way down. I mean, it helps support the interior. That's at 31%. But because we're getting like a transfer off the walls. It's not always just what's under it. It's always like what's on the walls. But if that was the case fully, we should have the same thing on the other side, but we don't. We don't. Still pretty high though. But the whole idea is we want to create a very stable tower that we can use in the water. That I want to put on the water line. I was messing with this a while ago, but I'm sorry, vegetation line in the water. which I had it working right here. That's how far I could go. And I think it was like 2 or 3 stories above the waterline. So it was about 7-ish 8 tiles deep. I mean, think about that. You're out that far, and someone's got to swim up to you. It really helps with door camping. It's a different kind of fight when you're out there. Anyways. Well, when I built this tower, I saw a crazy amount of stability being moved up. I have like 20% on this floor right here. 23. Kind of a lot. It was only a stop sign. That's it. Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, that's freaking high, right? How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What did we say that one was? Was it 12 or 13? We could do some interesting stuff with like the stop sign configuration. The hexagon. That's pretty high. So the other question is, could we do the same thing with these guys? Alright, let's go fully hollow on this one. And see what we can get off of that. Okay, it says, oh, okay, yeah. 3 stories. 4 stories. I mean, that's still really deep water. I mean, just think if we're underwater at this, right? 5 stories. Six, 7. 36. 39. You don't need that much on the interior, do you? No, you don't. Man, I didn't realize how long we're on the Tugboat server. $27. This is like what, 9 tiles? No support in the middle, none. It's at 21%. This one's at 27, 6% difference. This one's at 28, 31, 31. Not bad. So realistically, the water line would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right about here. So hopefully you have 3 areas, 3 floors you can actually go up all the way, which I think you still can here. it's so fickle when you place it. 8%? It's about as high as we can go. Yeah, so about 10. But if we do this like extra support, we can go even higher. 7 is about where you want it for the vegetation line, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, see how much higher we got here? We can still place the ceiling up here. Okay, no we can't. That's the absolute max for this one. That's still stupid high. That's also a lot of materials. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I wonder if you can just get away with putting a foundation that's very, very small down here. I kind of just doing this branch out move. Right? Like that's nothing. Interesting. And the real question is, how does this look on the way up? Can we create stability portions off this? That's a 12%. That's low. 13%. Still 13. $34. We only got it up by 1%. Hey, whatever works. We stick a... Yes, we can. 19%? I mean, think about it. So these are only 150 stone to go all the way down, right? Oh, a piece. So 1, 2, 300, 600, 900 for that whole part right there. So 1 stone node. Squirt. This would cost us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 1,800. So almost 2 stone nodes just for that side. So we'll just say it's 2 stone nodes. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 12. 12,000 stone? 12 stone nodes? Just to get it off the ground. If we're using full walls. I wonder if we can get away with something nutty like this. Alright, so what's our top piece? Looking at 33s, 32s, and 34. That is so weird that this is 32. Alright, so if we use full walls for these, which we know is almost 2,000 a shot. Oh. For this whole interior piece. We're in the lab tonight, boys. So what does that stability look like now? 46. Yeah, that's went up considerably. Dude, we don't even need like a full grid. 14, 19. So it begs the question. Right? It begs the question. So I'm trying to make this tower as cheap as possible. Right? And obviously using these frames is the most defensive way to do it, because it's literally a hard wall no matter where you go. I'm trying to get rid of these full-blown walls. 47, 42. Ooh. That looks real nice. Oh, jeez, I almost pooped my pants. What's up? Sam G says, I was waiting all day for your Rust console update today. It says, you usually make one a day before the monthly wipes here. It says you're building the Shanghai Tower. How dare you? What's up? I know, I actually missed, I mean, it'll be out tomorrow, but I missed the dev blog post as I was doing builds and stuff. It was offline at the time, but we're live now. I was like, oh. I mean, the communication's good. We read over it on stream, so it's nice to see that they're communicating, and so we kind of know what's coming. It's good stuff. All right, so these are what? 42, 42? Now they're 28. Oof. But I should be back to 42, right? Something like that? 42, 42. Now, technically, we should be able to knock this out, right? That's so crazy. So this is good. So, like, making, like, the spider web of triangles on the interior. That's what I'm saying. Like, the triangles are always going to be the best way to go. Because, like, even if somebody decides to go, like, really hard raid and knock out your foundations, like, they're going to have one hell of a time doing that. What's up? $47, $47. Yeah, isn't that weird? We add the stability on the interior here and it does nothing. But then when it has no foundation, it actually does something. Weird. So technically, we could get away with just one tall shaft. That's what she said. And then we can fill in the rest. Says, I've been watching your mod vehicles video. Oh, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Interesting. I hope they come soon as well. Be nice. The towers. Something to contemplate. Oh, these are smelting, aren't they? Whoopsie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. Let's see, we go back one more time with this. I'm pretty sure. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. So the stuff that's Adobe is different, is offset. And we want to walk up to this seam very slowly. Now if we did this right, and maybe I did, maybe I didn't, that should technically be the offset. Right? Make it all Adobe so it's easy to see. Yep, 100%. 5% to 22%. Perfect. Everything that's Adobe's offset. Perfect. The first offset, the second, and then it carries over to the top. Perfect. Excellent. Are there going to be any updates this week? Yeah, there should be the node fix. Hot. Okay, so I guess if we kind of put it... That's going to be kind of hard to put over there, right? Ah. Man, that's hard to hit. I know for us on the console, that's going to be a really tough one. Oof. Or maybe it slides back. Maybe that's where it sits better. Oof. This is yes, the no fix. I quit last week because it says, you're right. It says when you see the pop took a hit. Yeah. That's, like, don't get me wrong. Like, the Rust population is still very high. But it could have been so much higher. You know. You know. Yeah, I don't know how viable this one is because we don't have that kind of finite control. Unless I'm totally missing the placement here, and I probably am. Yeah, see, it's like 5% every time. When I place it from here, it's 22%. Perfect. Which would be exactly what we need for this. back to 5%. Still not connected. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm super concerned about bringing it back like that. Yeah, see, I can't get it at all. I can get it over here, but then if that's where your main TC room is, that's rough. It's rough, dog. That's real rough. Ta-da! This came from Gaming Lights, YouTuber. Is it true that you can triple shelf boxes in a 1x1? I heard you can off of... I'm sure they've fixed it. We can try it. Was it off of... This was the trick. I think they've fixed it since. I think you could do it with the small box. And the large. Oh, nope, we can still do it. Never mind, we totally can. So you can make like a super compact. Alright, good call. So I haven't played in the last 2 wipes. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Let me go grab a snack. Is that cool? Let me play a little something in the background here. BRB. Just gotta grab a little food here. My tummy's growling. A little bit of this. Wait, where's that? BRB. Just grabbing a little snacky poo. Alright, snack time. Should be semi-interesting. Hello. Thank you for waiting. I had to take Tinkle. Got a nice little snacky poo. Peanut butter and bread for the win. Woo! Peanut butter and bread. Hi. Hi. Was that scenic or not? Back to the Tower of Pain. You know what we could do with this? So if the Adobe part is the offset, yeah, so what I'm worried about is the our ability to replicate this on console. Is like, once we have like a loot room in here, how are we going to place this? Like, we'd have to stand here in place? Well, alright, well, let's see. Maybe we can. Maybe it's a non-issue. Oh, you know what? I need to put down a TC, don't I? Duh. What a dummy. Alright, now can I place this? No? Yes? No? Yes? 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 I'm buying all the skins today. Do it! He says, love you. Thanks. Metal fragments. Alright, so if we had a bunch of boxes in here, I just need to see how viable that is, because then maybe this is just like good to go, you know? So if we were to take that out, it takes out this piece. And again, this is Game Light's G bunker that he's been talking about. It's good. It's real good. Although there is some vulnerability when you when you're trying to build it. I mean, he addresses it for sure. Yeah, you can't place any door frame here. You're gonna lock it up. Lock it up. So if we have boxes in here, that's what I want to know. Can we? Oh, girl. You see what's going on there? That's wild. That's going to make it more difficult. That's for sure. Alright, that works. Wow, that's a lot more difficult. It didn't want to snap in the first place. Alright, that's still 5%. That's good. Right, were you not able to, like, just make a snap here? Oof. That's a oof. What if we did this? We place this, put our big cap on. Oops, that's right, we gotta do it from the back. I know, this is like super confusing. People probably like, what's going on? Yeah, that's why this one's rough, right? We'd have to have like a really good procedure for this. It's at 22% now. Do we just have to walk forward? Is that what's going on here? 57%? Now if we take that out, it's going to be destroyed. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but that's not a great airlock, is it? We almost need it to be like a double piece. Piss. I like the 1x2, especially for rolling solo, you know what I mean? I'm a fan of that. I'm pretty sure this works. I'm pretty sure. What'd you get to eat? I had peanut butter on bread. 2 slices. 'Cause it was fast. Yeah, I'm fairly certain this works. I know we can't do it yet because we can't place in doorways anymore, can we? Which is weird. I should say on console we can't, right? I think if we do it less than half, it'll place. Call it a hunch. Nope, looks like it's just the small boxes. Or, I know the cell door was working for a while. I wonder if this works for us. I bet it works with this guy. Oh my goodness. Oh, because it's like landing on that piece. That's funny. That's crazy. Let's try this. Does this work? The answer is yes. So that definitely does. Can you do that off a triangle? It'd be kind of hot. Then it's really useful, right? I mean, it's not going to be protected, but you can stack like a crazy guy. Or can you take off the door and then let everything else hover? It'd be kind of hot. There we go. Should have toasted the bread. Yeah, but it would have taken too long, you know? I had to get back. Oh my goodness. Ah, it's connected to the door. But it's pretty hot to know that you can stack like that. Stack, stack, stacks. Anyways. Back to the puzzle at hand. So we could break it off and make it even shorter. I'm trying to figure out a way to manage this piece, this setup, so it's not so crazy. Having that back section as like your jump up would be pretty hot. But like you need something so you're not gonna get blasted in your face when you step outside, because you really don't have any other protection down here. Like you need an airlock or you're donezo. I don't know. I'm a big fan of the old wedge. So good. So good. Big. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you could also do with this. Couldn't you just also do... Wow. But it... It would work like that too, wouldn't it? Could we double hit it? Whoa, hold on. Can we? 22. That's gonna be enough for this. You can't hit that twice, can we? Oh my goodness. It's attached to both, right? Yeah, 7%. Oh my goodness. That's hot. We gotta work it in. That's like a double. Oh my goodness. That's so disgusting. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walls. That would be HQM. So you could mirror that airlock the way you would have 2 places to go out. Ooh. Oh, that's hot. Do you see us double seal that though? That's pretty hot. Sorry, I have the container doors. Maybe changes to sheet metal, but you get the idea, right? And then if we break this, it should break it all. Oh my goodness, it does. Oh my goodness. That's disgusting. I like that. Then if we wanted to create an airlock, we could do it off of here, right? And then it goes up and over, and then you're like safe, and then you just kind of keep this other one locked up. And honestly, if you did it like that, you'd be protecting your chute quite a bit. I do like that idea. Dude, that double lockout is pretty hot. Although, you know what? Is that going to work? Yeah, because then look, we wouldn't have that one side. I like the idea of it being mirrored, though. I like where your head's at. There's also another variation where you've got elevated foundations that helps move around stability a bit. I like it. So wait, let's see if we can place this again. I gotta see how reliable this is, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're doing it. Not terrible. As long as we can always place that one doorway consistently. I think this one's gonna block it, right? Yeah, if we can crouch in here in place, then we're good. Okay. Although, won't a box here kind of impede that? I can't even see where it flicks, right? I don't even see any movement. Oh, I see it now. Forward. Okay. All right, that's doable now. That's dope. Dude, that double fallout piece is hot. And then, yeah, you're right. Then maybe the other side is the one that goes outside, and then this one goes upstairs. I like that, dude. I like what you're doing. I like that a lot. Can we make it that back piece? Piss. Perfect. See, that's all 61? Perfect. And this could just be one of these. Right? Perfect. And then this is the way we jump out. That's the way we do it. We could leave boxes on the floor. We could have a bench in the back. Right? Boxes on the floor. To the floor. Don't know about that one. Let's see if we can still place this. See if you get real close. Oh my goodness, that's so subtle. You see that? Holy cow. That's what makes it 22. Right? The box floor is a little rough, not gonna lie. Ouch. This could be used to get on our second floor. That's what all this should be. Okay, you just gotta like step back. That's not bad. I don't hate it. You know, we should probably make the jump up. Oh no, that wouldn't work either. How are we gonna make the jump up to the next floor? Actually, that's probably about as big as it would get, right? You could do like a shelf and then like a standard loot room in here, right? Right. There you go, that adds like an extra layer. That's kind of dope. Right? And then this one mechanism pops them both. This is for your second floor, although it would be nice to have a jump up, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? The real question is, can we do a jump up and still place all that other junk? Question mark. I don't know. I do like figuring this stuff out. It gets me wet. So this could technically be placed. Let's just say it's high quality because we're crazy. That's a rough placement, I'm not gonna lie. That's real. There we go. That's tough. What's up? Says, hey Jade, if you remember me, how's it going? What's up? XTC. That's a rough placement for sure. Can we do the roof triangle from here? Yes, we can. That being doubled up is sick. Although, for this to be fully fledged, it technically has to be a built-up side piece. So these extra honeycomb pieces here. But, I mean, it's still extremely tough. It'd be cool if you just leave it like this and they try to break in. And then you're like, oh, man. I don't hate it. Not bad. You got raided by a Kronos guy yesterday with a very similar base. Oof. What's up, big balls, Kev? What's up, big balls? Is anyone else baffled by this? And the fact that the stability, and then this one was like a point higher than the other ones, and then we had it like identical? That blows my mind. So Gaming Lights was, he suggested this build, right? Like this is this be a pixel gap offset. I know. It's a lot. Alright, so let's try to seal this side and see if it works the way we think it does. It should. And it pops them both. Ooh, all three with one. Ooh, that's sick. That's dope. That's real dope. So that's what it looks like on the back side. Is that a bit easier? So anything that's adobe is the offset. Regular stone is just that. That's where the normal grid is. So the foundation down here, adobe, 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 and adobe. And it all starts off this back piece. I'm trying to think of another way. I guess we could do this other one over here. This one's kind of crazy, but it's kind of legit. So bear with me. This is a floor stack, and our legitimate floor stack is going to have to be the Mini Satori way, because that's the one that's the most consistent on console. It's just like the way we have our controls, it works better that way. So that's cool, all of them broke. I know, right? So like we had 3 layers up here, dude, or 2 layers here. So can you imagine if you just made this a beefier boy? Oh man, gross. Alright, so this... If I can remember this off the top of my head, I might have to check my notes. Because I've tried the other ways. I know them on PC. The way here or I'm sorry, on console is different. Because we just don't have the level of consistency that we need. Alright, so technically these are going to be the ones that are going to be our, what do you call it? Man, I'm stroking out. Our reference points. Sorry, my brain's shutting down. I'm like, the stuff that makes us straight on the line? You know, like a ruler? I'm like, my brain. Okay, so this one's tricky because it would actually be better if I had this to kind of show you. Note to self, I need to plug in the stylus thing so I can show you a bit easier. Okay, so let's say this is the base. Let's just make it blue. When you get this offset, it'll be, or the floor stack, it'll be in such a way where it'll either be, and I'll make a big gap here. So it'll either, whoops. It'll either be close to this edge and then have a wider gap down here, so you've got this like space, or it'll be too far up here and then too close to this edge. What you really want is like an even space between the two. Oops. An even space between the two, which is hard to like gauge. It's probably not helping. All right, let me go here to show you. I saw that and I was like, you know what? That's not helping. I'm gonna make these floaters. Ow, ow, I spawned a helicopter in my face. My bad. Okay, so when you pull back like this, when you get this set up, yes, you can get the difference in height, but it's about aligning between, like, you see where these foundations are? Actually, you know what? Let me do this. That makes it easier. So the main 2x2 section here, like, it's either going to be too much of a gap on top where the adobe is, or too much where the stone section is. So on the top of the screen or on the bottom of the screen, you'll kind of see. You can tell when you do the test around the outside. I'm probably getting way ahead of myself here. Let me shut up and let me finish this. So we're going to place these here. Again, this is Mini Satori's method. This is the one that works for us. So what we're going to do is place, I think it's 2 low walls, or is it half walls? I can't remember. We're going to delete these. And then we're going to use this back section, the poles to align, like where it's supposed to be centered. And then these here, am I actually doing this right? And then these 2 triangles here are going to keep us like in left or right. And then the real trick is, like we're getting an elevation change here, but the real trick is, do you see how like it's back and now we're forward? The real trick is getting it like back and forward, because once you get the elevation okay, this kind of forces the elevation. It's really about the right timing. See how we're slid forward and now we're going back, and then we slide forward. Like watch see how it goes red and then it goes blue, but see how like we're slid a little bit forward? It works better when it sticks to the bottom left there, and then I push forward slowly and then slap it. So I line it up on this back pole, and then just kind of slide back. But this, placing it like this is not going to be good enough, because yes, you get the height difference you're looking for. And actually, let me just show you. I'm probably getting way ahead of myself. So that's legit. Like you see how the other one's higher and this one's lower. That's hot. The problem with this one is one side's going to be stuck to the other, or one side's not going to fit. So like if you kind of touch these foundations, that's good. But if I work around to the other side, it's not going to be good enough on that back side. So like this is technically good. Oh wait, no, it's not. I'm sorry. We're not close enough. Or we're too close on the side. That's why this doesn't work. But if we go over here... Sorry, I'm all over the place. remember how we did this back piece? Ah, dude. Hold on. I gotta go look. It's... Okay. Square. Double caps on the triangles. I know. It's confusing. Believe me. I'm with you. So like you see how this piece should be fitting in this location here and just far enough away. It's because the alignment's not quite right. So it'll work for half of this, but the back side of this, the stone side, the left side, won't be. And that's the issue. We should be able to place these foundations touching the inner foundation, creating enough of a connection so you don't lose upkeep on it. You can place things. See how you have like a gap in between there? That's all floor stacked. The foundation that's on the exterior here is actually higher. I'm sorry, lower than the actual foundation. So this stone wall is the standard height, and then this adobe wall, which is the offset floor stack, is actually a bit lower. But you see how this is all connected and we're still touching the exterior? This all still counts for 1 TC. And all of these walls can be placed. So you can create this sandwich layer on top, which is really gross, which I think we can really exploit. But the positioning looks okay at first because you test all these other points and they look good, but when you start to hit this backside, this should be able to be placed here, and I should be able to place all of these connecting to the interior. So basically what I'm saying is when I placed that, it was back too far. I know it's kind of a hard thing to articulate here, but hopefully by me doing it incorrectly, they'll go, oh, I get that. So to reset it, we gotta just come back here, place another low wall. And so by actually like standing like this and falling down and pushing forward, it just centers your character. And then that back pole helps you line up the nose of the triangle. See how it go left or right? The back pole, as long as that's lined up, I kind of just find my back and forth. So I'm just going back and going forward. But you see how it's sticking there first? Really what you want it to do is stick to your left down low. And as you're moving forward, you just you spam it just before it goes. See how it just how do I even describe it? See how it's stuck to the left? You want it to snap there first, right there, and as I move forward, get it just as it goes blue. It's very tricky. That's not good. I want it to stick first. See how I move forward slowly? So I'm going to spam it. I think that was a good one. We'll find out. And it's just that little difference is the one that makes it either good or bad. I know it's wild that that's even a thing, but it is. Yeah, if you're not completely lost already. So look, we should be able to place this here. So that was a bad placement. I should be able to place that right there. And I should be able to place this. So I actually ended up with the same result we had last time. But that's kind of the pain of this, right? Is you need to like figure it out. And it's just as touchy on Xbox or PlayStation. But it is doable. I've definitely done it. More than once. Recently. This is the only one I can actually get to work with any level of consistency. It's tricky. But like once you kind of nail this, it's not too bad. So like I line it at the back pole there. So then now I'm just kind of sliding back in this wedge I'm in. And then I'm pushing forward. And I'm waiting for it to be... See how the foundation is just a bit lower? So I'm actually sliding back, and now I'm going to press forward ever so slowly. Actually, let me stand here first. Let me crouch and kind of stand in a position where it's going to turn blue. There it goes. Okay, so that's lined up in the back, the top of the triangle there. But this position is bad. This will be low enough, but all I need to do now is actually kind of just slide back in this wedge and wait for the snap on the left or right. See how it's snapping red, left? As I move forward slowly, I need to spam the action button, right? Just before it like slides back. See, it snaps right there on the left. Then as I go forward, that's when I place it. I think that's a good one. It's weird and it's hard at first, but once you kind of get it, it's not bad. So that's good. This side almost always checks out, right? But now you need to test the sides. So we go out here, we hit a triangle, we do a square. I do like this one because, oh, it's looking good. I think that was a good one. So the difference is like, let me just take a picture. That might be easier. Do I have another frame? I don't. So is anybody on PlayStation that wants to join me? I'm in a radio. I'm kidding. This will be easier. I should have just done this in the first place. All right, it's like the line. Let's go ahead and highlight this. This orange line represents your alignment. So the how do we even do this? So the yellow triangle is actually like, how do we even describe it here? Okay, so before when it was incorrect, it was actually slid back just a little bit in this direction. The trick is to have it just a little bit forward. You want to snap it like not when it sets back and it's blue. You want to set it. You want to get it when it's on the front end of this. Does that make sense? It's like, because there's only two movements for this. There's like the away motion and the forward motion. So you want this to be slid towards you a little bit, and the only way to do that in that fractional amount is to get it to snap and then push forward in one motion, then you click it. Yeah, still not a great way to explain it, but hopefully it's making sense. Do you see how this is all checking out now? So then we go back here, and then we can place triangles. And now we have connections. So these are all placing correctly, so now what I need to do is place walls. And these are all turning blue, which is a good sign, which means we did it right. So now we have your standard foundation, and now we have the lowered foundation that is all in alignment with this, and they're all touching, and it's making it so one TC can control all of this. Now, the problem you're going to have is, obviously, when you have these elevation differences, you can't have these touching each other, but you can have them touching the points. So technically, we can have all this working. So what I mean by that is, we can take this, make that stone. We'll make this adobe to follow our alignment. So now you see how that's lower than the other side? So yeah, that means we can also wrap around ceiling tiles. So these are actually sticking to the adobe. And so the way I'm having to snap around this way is also adobe, but you also have, because it's only stuck to the adobe there, you have that, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, oh my goodness. Okay, better. That was wild. But if you look at the stability here, it's based off of this connection. But since this is brought up all the way to here, now we can place another tile right under that, which is silly. See what I mean? Yeah, floor stack. It's worth the headache, and I know it's a pain, dude. Isn't that wild? You can do all kinds of crazy stuff with this. And you can do this all the way around. You can do this with a 1x2. You can stack floors multiple layers, because not only can you go down, you can also go above this. So this is like your ruler, right? So it's either going to go above or below that. Let's try this. This might help. Might help you see it better. Might help me see it better. Because this is actually a successful lowering right here. Bro, I'm OMG. Since I'm picking up what you're laying down. Yeah, like I can explain this part better, because it's really that snapping motion. Like, it's either too high up. Oh, you know what? I know. Let's do it like this. See, this is why I like doing it while we're talking to everybody, because I want to make sure people, like, understand it. Because in my head, sometimes I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And then I put it out there, and I'm like, oh, that does not make sense the way I'm saying it. Okay, so if we were to put And this is why I love doing this on the PC, because we just put this in here. Okay, so the wood pieces are the alignment, right? So this top piece needs to be aligned. So let's just say, I don't know, purple. It always needs to be aligned with this, left and right. So that's good. And this will, because these triangle pieces are sitting here as your guide, they're only going to sit here. So when you're moving this up and down in that motion, the triangle's either going to move up or it's going to move back. And you have two successful placements for this. One of them is too far back, and one of them is forward. So let me just mark this one as red. So the one that's actually, it's still going to be blue. I'm going to mark it as red, but it actually sits just like this. It's actually just a little bit forward. And yes, it can be successfully placed, but it's incorrect. You know what? Let me not make it red, because that's very confusing. Let me make it blue. Let's make it blue, because the successful placement is going to be green. So you actually can place it right here. So yeah, so the blue outline is actually incorrect, even though it will let you place it. Ah, dude, I can't handle that crooked line. It's hard to do with your opposite. Oh my goodness, with your opposite hand. This is, I just want to hear the people that tried to raid get confused. Perfect, don't we all? Perfect. Okay. So the next one that's going to be green is the one that we're sitting in. So what happens is, you see how everything's still aligned with the purple line? What it really is just slid down a little bit forward. And that's what that positioning is doing for us. Just making it ever so slight. So it's really just down a little bit. So it's the one that's closest to you. And the blue one, even though all of these positions will be blue, it's the one that's green. So you want the one that's towards you just a little bit more, and that's the successful one. And the way you get that is by having it stick to your left-hand side, right? Let me show you real fast. Maybe we need to have 2D setups so I don't have to keep building this up, because this idea is very abstract. Is there a piece right here? So because we have two low walls here, this low wall at the tip of the triangle that we're standing in, it's actually going to make it so if I crawl backwards and just kind of, I stand here and slide backwards, all I'm doing is just hitting forward just a little bit. So I'm actually dead center. So we got two positions here. The one I'm talking about here, let me get it in position so we can see what we're talking about. So this position right, that is incorrect because it's too far away from me. I want it just a little bit forward, but I want it lined up. I guess I could just do it like this. If I snap it like that, let's see if we can just freeball it. It's kind of advanced. Although I don't, that's not very reliable for us on console. It's very fickle. Alright, so see how that's blue? When it snaps in this position, it's almost always incorrect. So what you want to do is you slide backwards until this snaps to your left or right. It should snap to my left. And then as you're going forward, you spam the action button to place it, and then it will get it just a little bit forward. It's falling back, snapped, and then I'm going to try to just get it as it's coming forward. Ooh, that was close. It's so like crazy. When you first do it, you're like, there's no way I can do this. And then one time it'll snap in and you're like, oh, I get it now. It's like this little sensitive spot. Let's go to my right now. So I'm actually not moving at all. I'm letting myself slide backwards. I might be out of alignment on the front. Oh, that might be good. It's so hard to tell too. It's like a fraction off, right? Let's see if we got this one successfully. Let's get rid of these so we're not confused. It's actually kind of good you do it wrong a bunch of times, because then you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. But this definitely works on our consoles. It is weird. You might have to turn off auto run when you're first doing it, just to kind of get a feel for it. You can do it with it on, but you want to make sure you understand it first. All right, here's the real truth. Did we make it? I'm going to say no. Oh, we did. Okay, we got it. That was it. You can test to make sure each of these positions will be blue, blue, blue on the tips, blue, 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 blue. We're good. There we go. We just successfully lowered it. And then, oddly enough, to make it higher, you can actually do 3 of these. Oh, you know what? Let's do one. Let's do one that's 3. Let's get crazy. Let's do something nutty. Nutta. Oh, did we not get it? Oh. See, that was off. I guess it was off left or right. So you can always tell if you're going around this thing real fast. So we did. We're just a little bit off. It is such a precise movement. That's why you want to kind of like throw these all down. The beauty of this is you can have a 2x1 or a 2x2 and do this. Like literally I can have a base like this and still be good and try all this outside because you're going to get shot doing this. But once you get it settled in, dude, it's gross. I kind of prefer the 2x1 to be honest. I'm usually at that tier and I just go up a little bit. That's just me, you know? So we get this on a low wall. And then to do the elevated portion of this, you actually don't crouch at all. You just kind of just walk forward instead of crouch. See, I'm crouching right now. So that would be a bad position. So see how it's snapping back to my right? As soon as it goes forward, I'm going to spam it. Oh, didn't get it. Am I letting it fall back and snap to my right or left? Then I'm going forward and spamming it. I don't know if that was right. The thing that sucks about this, you got to keep destroying all these to check it. But if you're solo and you're getting raided a lot by these Zergs, it's worth your time. That feels pretty good. This is the moment of truth, this back corner. Oh, it's looking good. I think we got it. Yep. And then we do this one outward. We got a complete one. Now, I'm going to try to do one without crouching so we can get a stack. Alright, so let me try it from the back here first. So we'll do this. We'll do this one as metal, right? Let's try that. Oopsie. So what I'm going to do is place this here, and then so we kind of know the difference in the sandwiching. So there we go. This is metal, and then we'll do the other one like adobe. So this one's below, and so if we did this right, we should be able to push it up on the next one. So we have actually 3 ceiling tiles built in. Pretty crazy, dude. Just to show you some ways you can use this. It's very advanced, but like, again, once you do it in Builder's Paradise, which is nice we have it, this definitely gets a lot easier. Once you kind of figure that sweet spot on your controller, you know exactly where to go with it. You can replicate it just like this. Alright, so that was the low wall version. Let's do the high version. You kind of just get in this wedge here, walk forward and fall back, walk forward. So we're aligned, and then we just kind of look left and right so that back wooden pole there is lined up. And so I'm not going to crouch this time because before I was doing this. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm like, do I take out the, okay, yeah. See how I have it like blue right now? That's perfect. So now I'm just going to slide back a little bit. And I'm just walking forward, and then I'm going to spam it. If I get that right. I don't know. It fell a little off, but hey, why not? Looks like it worked. At least on this side. At least line up for us to show you what's going on. Alright, so this one's elevated, so we're going to make this one adobe. So you can see the difference. Yeah, see what I mean? Gross. It should slide in on top if I have it high enough. I don't. Not high enough. Dang it. Sis, do that in pancake layer. Yes. So I'd have to do that again. Because it's not sticking. Although what's crazy is we can do stuff like this. You know what? Hold on a second. Boys. Now that we're in the lab, right? Now that we're in the laboratory. Let's try this for a second, gentlemen. Let's get stupid. Couldn't we technically create a whole nother... Alright, we'll try this on the next one. You know what we just did over here? Couldn't we also do that for another sandwich layer on top? Oh, baby. And get even crazier with it? I mean, they're going to have to patch it after that, because it's broken. I'm going to have to reset this back piece. Because I messed it up. So I'm actually just sliding backwards. Walking forward slowly and just spamming it. I think I got it. Maybe. We'll see. It feels a lot higher. Right? I think we got on that one. Yes. And it shall be all adobe. Has to work. That's what I'm talking about, boys. 3-layer sandwich. You see it? It's real. Is that gross? But you see how we took the first one low, wrapped it around, and kept it here, right? And so, like, the way this is going to work is you're going to have it, like, reach in and, like, place. Because the only reason this metal can stick here is because of this back honeycomb. So, has you seen Alone in Tokyo and a William-based design? Oh, yeah. I've seen him do crazy stuff. He's great. And this all sticks to the TC, too. All of this. So, what I'm thinking is... I mean, isn't that gross? So it's great for your top, because then if somebody tries to raid on the top, they get absolutely just devastated. Because there's, you know... They're like, oh, I can raid this. And then they're like, I can't raid this. This is the worst. Wait, am I... Goes... Out of my mind? This is the metal one? Yes. Do we just get this all the way around here? It's definitely something you really need to do in Builder's Paradise. I don't think you could ever do this on your first shot. In our gaps here, our sandwiches will be about this far apart on console. It's a little bit more sensitive. Oops. I can confirm that. But that's pretty freaking hot, isn't it? And because this is all aligned, this will all stick very nicely. Now, you're going to have these crazy, like, you know, you got to make sure that that stone layer is the one that's sticking. That's your main foundation. And then the metal layer is you dropping the foundation, and the adobe layer is you raising it up. Then you can create like that entrance like we did before that's got like a breakaway. That's hot. I mean, shoot, we could do it. Could we technically do it right here? Let's try it, boys. Oops. Can we do it off of here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's awkward, but we can do it. So we got this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that sheet metal container wall, and we're going to try to place it and make an offset like we did in the last base. Oh my goodness, I just had that. Get in there. Place it. So as long as we're walking forward and it's placing off of this foundation only, we should have this. And then so like the only way I get it to stick to this foundation is I look forward slowly, get it to stick. Okay, so we're gonna do, I guess high quality. Let's do that. So that's gonna be the offset. I wanna know if this works. So do this. Oops, nope, just kidding. We'll do square. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9er. Erase these. What's happening is we're placing just enough of this for it to be ever so slightly offset. I mean, that's essentially what you're doing. Then we're bringing it back. So we're actually doing this crazy offset maneuver twice. I mean, exactly like the last base. Pretty certain we can place it just. Now, in theory, if we did this correctly, we should be able to stick this, as long as we sit right here and move up. This should be offset. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, 1, 2. In theory, we'll see. Isn't that wild? So, if we did this right, how did we do the last one? It was, oh yeah. And then when we place this is going to be kind of tough because we have these sandwich layers on top. If I kind of go like this and then move it out, it should only be where the high quality is, in theory. So I know this one's super, oops, you know what? Let's do it like this. This one's super close. I just want to see if we can like quadruple stack. So a little bit forward. Drop it down. Oh. I think I got it. I just want to see if these two systems work together. They should. Now, if I did this right, I should be able to get the snap to happen. Oh, I think I did. Yes, I did. So on the stone layer, that's crazy. The stone layer, we just overlap those two. Oh my goodness, can we take that even further and offset every single step and make it 6 layers? Boys, can we take it to the next level? Is that nuts? We did it. We absolutely can do that. Oh my goodness. So like, that's nuts. So essentially what we can do here is like just create a whole nother. I don't know if this works with, I think it only works with that open frame. Let's try it. Let's try to break it. High quality. And let's see if the stone snaps in on the stone layer. Which will be tricky. Because it wants to snap everywhere else. Yeah, it only works with that open frame because they're too close. But, holy crap. Holy crap. That works. We can sandwich it. Oh, yeah. You know what else it works really well with? Oh, yeah, I know. We're going to do this. Make this high quality. Oops. This should be stone, right? Perfect. Do you know what else this works for, boys? That's right. Roof tiles. This helps stack these like crazy. I know you'll fit. I know you will. Yes. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Did we get... How many did we fit in there? Hold on. What? Did we just... What? What's going on? How come there's more twig in here? What? How do we just get... We just got 3 on there. Get out of here. What if I place this? Shut up. What's going on? What have we done? Gentlemen, I can't even tell you how many layers that is. I think it's 3, and I don't know how. And then we can always just do this, right? We can just put another camp on it because we're insane. This is you broke the game. I think we did. I think we did. And then look, you're like, oh, you know what? We could use some metal up in here. Let's just... Oh, I think that's blocking that though. Oh man. But still, we're in a pretty crazy place right now. Pretty crazy. Dude, what's going on? That's stone, 2 metal. You can see it. You can see them overlapping. That's hot. Procedural corners for the win. Oh. Yeah, that's sitting on another piece. Oh my goodness, that's hot. We're gonna mess with that more later. Ooh, that's good. This is you broke the game. That's hot. All right, boys. I think we gotta call it here. It's getting rather late. Oh my goodness, it's almost like it's creeping up on 4 o'clock in the morning. Did not really notice us burning that much time. So yeah, I definitely gotta end it here because I gotta get some sleep. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. We should have some, I know we will have some videos tomorrow on old Rust console. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to drop a like if you haven't already. It does help out quite a bit. We'll be doing some more of this. I think we're playing the wipe tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. So we should be in the mix. Hopefully breaking the game some more. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one. We broke it. We broke it. Absolutely broke it. So, and now if you can oh, you 100% conceal it. 100%. We've done something that does those like crazy roof tiles. And you can get them to overlap too like crazy. and so the splash damage is very uneven. So that you like consistently can't use rockets on it, because sometimes you damage one layer, sometimes you damage the other. It's really confusing. So you have to just do like solid breaks on it. It's dope. It's hot.